they have money. They have short arms. I tell you, their arms are this short. Oh, I'm getting mad. I need to.
We are fucking massive.
Yeah, you already know who it is. You already know. Yes,
Oh,
Budgie, B.
greetings,
GP, I got
greetings.
more. You might have a lot of pictures, but I got more. Yeah, what you say, my G?
Alright, mate, how are ya?
I'm brand new now that you're on, dog. How you mean? I'm brand new that you're on, dog. How you mean? Because I know it's late up there, dog. It's like, it's mad late, isn't it? Yo, hold on. I gotta get a hat to match, because this hat don't match. It's West Ham hat still. Dope. Well, it kind of does matches, though, still. I don't even need to change that. I was going to put my red one on. But, Budgie, tell me, how are you doing?
Okay, mate, just a little tired, as you can imagine.
Yeah, because it's like 1:30. 1,
2,
yo,
2 a.m. It's 2
what?
a.m.
Oh,
Almost.
see,
2 a.m.
flipping out. Yeah, quarter to two. Yo, what do you like better? You like? Hold on, let me turn on the light. Hold on. I'm taking fashion advice from Budge because he knows his thing, dog. What do you like? You like this West Ham thing, or you like this thing that like goes with a bit of red here? What do you like better?
I think the dark blue one with dark blue collars and cuffs.
See, don't know. Listen to my homeboy. Still, you're right. You got it right. Trust me. Big up yourself, dog. How was your day today, man? I know you were working all day. How was it, man?
10-hour shift, mate. Yeah, it was alright. It was okay.
Work's work, though, isn't it? It's like you can love to
Yeah,
love
mate.
work, but you can love to
Yeah.
hate it as well, can't you? Really?
Yes, indeed. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, yesterday I had a celebrity in the car
Yeah, right.
today.
Who was that?
A guy called Bruce Foxton.
What's he
He's
been
the,
in?
he's the bass player for a group called The Jam.
Oh, I know them. I heard of them before. 100.
Yeah,
100. I heard of them before. Wow.
down in the tube station at midnight and all that stuff. Yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
that's live.
he was
That's
in the car.
live.
He
That's
was in the
live,
car.
man.
Yeah, that was
Man,
nice.
man is chilling with celebrities and things. Yo, we got a celebrity in that.
Um,
Yo, we got a celebrity in the house right now. I ain't even playing with you. I always see he's already doing the irons. I can see him backstage and he's already doing the irons. He's coming, my G. Yes.
What's up, my
Lawrence,
boys?
I
What's
love it.
Lawrence,
We all
happening?
got West Ham gear on. We all got West Ham gear on. I love that. I got my new
Oh,
Super Mario Brothers 3 shirt on. Love it.
okay.
Got it at the thrift store for like $2. How you mean? That's like my new flex. Straight up. Hold on, he's back. He's back. Lawrence is back. Lawrence is back. Hold on. Let me get him in. 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 What's going
I
on,
got
my G?
knocked down. I got so excited because I saw Budgie's kit. That kit is on fire, bud. Let me
It
tell you
is, isn't it?
something. I love it. That
Hey,
kit, that's
hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. I'm going to do you a little
now see.
Oh, go on.
look.
Number 8. It's going to be number 8, isn't it? Number 8, Punchy. I knew it. I knew it. I
Dude,
knew it.
that's
I
sweet.
knew it. I knew it. I knew
Bud,
it.
that
Yes.
is sweet. That shit is
Boosh.
tight. That is tight,
Boosh.
bud.
Hey,
That's
hey,
tight.
you know the shirt that you're wearing right now?
Yeah,
I like that one, Lord. I like
I
that
like
one, Larry.
this
Is
one of
that
my
this one?
favorites. Yeah,
That's
Is
that
that
one.
this one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this
Turn it
one?
around. Turn it around. I knew he was going to turn around, that guy. I knew he was going to turn it around. See? Hold on. Hold on. Lawrence. Let's see the back of your one.
My shit's blank like a motherfucker.
No, but that's how you run it. That's how you
Yeah,
run it, dog.
but
That's how
I
look, you
run.
know,
my
Hey,
father always told me. My father always told me. He was
think
like, when
about.
you get a kid, always have a blank in the bag because it's yours then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we got to big
Oh,
up
I like
Budgie
it.
having the number 8
Well,
straight up. See, there you
Budge,
go. He doesn't
same
even
thing
have the
about
spot, and you don't even have the sponsor on it, dog. Look at you, big time things, dog.
Budge got his shit together. But I like this.
100.
I got a couple in my couple years here. This is one of my favorite kits. I really
I
like this one.
agree.
I
You
like
know
yeah,
the
what?
yeah.
color.
It's
I
minimal.
really
It's
like
It's
the
fine.
color.
I love it. I love
and
it.
it's
I think
minimal
it's
claret
great.
and
Spicy.
blue. Like there's claret and blue on it, but not too much. Like
Yeah,
it's
I love
I
Yeah,
it.
love it. I love it. I like you know what kid I liked Fudge? The remember when we had the purple one like a year or
yeah,
two ago? I liked
yeah.
that one.
I do.
It
Yeah,
was different. Like
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm waiting for the third kit because if they got peach on that thing, dog, like how they say they will have,
No, it's
yo,
not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's
oh,
not.
why not? See, they heard me talk
I
about
think
it.
it.
They heard me talk about
Hey,
it, then they
listen,
Lawrence. They heard me talk about it, then they Lawrence, and they changed it. They
listen.
changed it.
The official away kit this season is black with
I saw it with the little
the
digital stuff. Yeah, digital
yeah,
stuff on the
yeah,
side.
right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the
I
official
I
second
don't
kit.
hate that. I
That
don't hate that,
means
but
I am not
that
a pro fan.
means that the alternative kit
Mm,
is probably.
the one I'm
I'm
talking about.
guessing, yeah. I'm guessing it's probably going to be white.
No, I
yeah.
want the
No,
black one with the
no.
peach on it, dog. I thought they were like
Budge is
coming
right.
home.
They're not going to
I
do two black
Budgie's
ones.
right
They're
though.
not
I
going
think
to
I
do two.
saw
Mm,
the third kit's gonna be white. I thought I saw it. It has a little digital stuff in there. I already saw some of that. So Budgie's right.
oh, I
Mhm.
want the black with the peach on it. When I
Well, I'm
first
only
saw that,
guessing.
I thought
I'm
it was
only
coming
guessing,
home.
really. I'm only
I'm
guessing,
mad
really,
now.
because I've seen
I'm mad.
a couple of, like, is this how the kit's going to look, or is this how the kit's going to look?
Yeah.
These so-called ITKs that say, "Oh, it's going to be like this."
Yeah,
Well, no,
yeah,
it's
yeah, 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 yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
always the way. Not always the way. They were actually
I
right
never want to
for
be an
the away
ITK.
kit.
I never want to be
Me
an
neither.
ITK, dog.
Me
Never.
No,
neither.
no, I
It's
got
like,
you.
like I
Yeah.
said to Budgie and Lawrence, it's like you need a crystal ball to be an ITK because you know as much as like Rob Newman and David Moyes does. Like
Yeah.
you don't know as much as they do. Like we don't. You know what I mean? But people act like they do, dog. And it's no, no ITK for me.
And my question to
Mm.
Budgie is this. Last night we were talking a lot of stuff about what we're going to do. Is my frustration is this, Budge, and I need your opinion. Is
Go on.
Yeah, go on.
we're going for we're doing great for trying for midfielders and all that. Who are we signing for a freaking striker? Who do you think we
Oh,
actually will grab?
I heard something today. Sorry to interrupt because I know that question was
No, go,
poised to
buddy. Yeah, yeah.
Budgie.
Hey, go
But
Yeah,
ahead.
go on.
I heard. What did I hear today? Clivert's son. Clivert's son. I heard we're like dead in for him,
Mm.
and
Mm.
apparently he's supposed to be good. I forget his first name, but it's Patrick
I
Clivert's son.
think there's a guy at PSG we're looking at.
Who's
Can't
that?
remember
Who's
his
that?
name. I can't remember his name. It might not be PSG.
Mm,
Don't quote me on it. Good
mm-hmm,
job we're not live.
mm-hmm. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! You dickhead!
We'll edit that bit out before we release this.
This is live,
Oh
dog.
God.
It's
But
live, dog. How do you mean? This
I
is
know.
all live,
yeah,
all the
but
way live, dog.
and no, and that's right. I love West Ham. It's my team and
Yep,
our team. And
yep.
but my frustration is now I don't see us centralizing or pointing to a good striker or two, which we need to fill it. And I've heard different comments. Moyes does not do strikers. He gets forwards and moves them around to the different spots. And
He
you know what?
does.
But dog, I believe that's cool, I guess, for an extent, and we've done well. But I believe we need a true striker that's going to stay in the freaking middle and do
Yep.
his job. And we
I
haven't
agree
had
with you,
that,
man.
right?
I
Now,
agree with you, dog.
now I can't dispel that we've done great the last 2 years, right? Best West Ham, from we're not worried about relegation. We're about how can you go from worrying about relegation to go into we're trying to fight to be a Champions League or Europa. So I'm not trying to be picky or are greedy, but we need a striker. We need a true striker.
We do. I agree with that wholeheartedly, and I think you'll find that 99% of people that are going to watch this will agree with that.
Yeah.
The trouble is, David Moyes believes in the European system.
Yeah, totally right, Budge.
And he completely believes in it. You know, he believes in the Red Bull way. And, you know, he modelled West Ham on that within reason. I mean, all right, okay, the Red Bull method is to use young and upcoming players and utilise the players that you've already got and so on and so forth. But David Moyes is trying to do that. I mean, look at the purchases he's making right now. Areola is not a short-term goalkeeper. Okay,
No.
he's a 5-year plus goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Okay, Aguirre, he is what 23, 24.
Easy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a youngster. He's young.
Yeah, he's a minimum of 4 years. You know, he's got a minimum of 4 years of excellent, playing years in him. He's got a minimum of 4 years. You know, Kurt Zuma, I know he's slightly older, he's late 20s, but he's still going to be good enough to play until he's 35, 36.
100.
Look at Bonner.
Yeah.
Look at Bonner. We've retained Bonner. We've kept him. We haven't let him go. We haven't released him. We've kept him. We've extended his contract. You know, okay, so he's an older player, but the experienced older players will generate a kind of like an academy within the first team for the younger guys coming up.
Because they'll be able to nurture like those type of players. They'll be able to nurture the young. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
They'll be doing the on-field stuff that Mark Noble was doing up until the end of this season.
No, and I totally, Budge, I totally agree with you. But this is where I need your knowledge and everybody on the chat's knowledge is that why aren't we centering on a striker sometimes? It seems like I know what Moyes does not have a striker. It's kind of bizarre to me. Kind of bizarre. And we talk back about Haller not working out well. Haller is great in Apex. He's not a good Premier League striker, in my opinion.
You're right. I said that from jump. Yep.
He'll kill another league. Premier League is totally different. In the middle, you get your ass kicked.
Answer me a question, please, Lawrence.
Yes, sir.
Who Liverpool out-and-out striker?
Salah, I love it.
No, but he's not, dog. He's not, dog. He's not.
He plays out on the right wing.
Thank you.
He's a right wing.
Thank you. Buddy makes a good point there.
I
Because
said
you got
as I said
Firmino,
that.
you got Salah, you
So-
got
As I said that, I said
Whoa.
Whoa.
Budgie.
Slow
Good
down.
point. Good point. Good
Slow
point.
down a minute, guys.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
point, dog.
We can't nail down an out-and-out striker for Liverpool unless you go into their substitute bench and you pick out Divock Origi.
Good point.
The last striker they had was for Fernando Torres, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, but at this moment in time, I mean, I think they may have just sold him, but Divock Origi is an out-and-out striker. That's the kind of role he plays. That's why so long ago we were talking about him, and I said that I wanted him here, and I kept on saying I wanted him here.
Yep.
Because he's an out-and-out striker, but can adapt also, as does Antonio. So for me, he was probably just a lightweight version of Antonio. For me.
I got you. That's a very good point, Budge. That's a very good point because you're right. Salah is a.
So now let's move on. Let's move on a little bit, and let's say Manchester City. Who's that out-and-out striker?
Jesus, I thought Jesus was an out-and-out striker.
And where did Sterling play at? For the position now he's gone though. Where did he
You
play?
ask Jesus what position he played.
I'd say on the. I'd say striker. I'd say
I'd
striker.
say he was a number 10.
How about Sterling?
Really? Oh no,
Sterling.
Sterling's left winger. Left
Sterling's out
winger
on the
all day
wing.
long. All day long.
What I
Left winger
mean.
all day long. All day long.
The
You're
last,
looking at.
the last, the
Go
last
on.
out and out striker they had for me
Aguero.
was Mario Balotelli. No, even Aguero was more than a striker.
Okay, so what's the last striker we've had? Are you gonna say Andy Carroll?
No,
Who?
the last
Jermaine
out and
Defoe?
out
Jermaine
striker.
Defoe?
No, because he's more than a striker. He's a goal scoring machine.
Isn't he? Isn't Vazte?
Um,
Like
no, I think
stop.
the last out and out striker that we had is
Mm,
Sebastian Haller. He was
Well,
very,
I agree with that.
I
very
agree with that too.
unfortunate.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
very
yeah,
unfortunate that he didn't click with West Ham.
yeah.
But he is an out and out striker. You have a look at the goals that he did score.
Yeah, I got you. I agree with this.
Absolute quality. 90% of them are absolute
lie.
peaches.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie with that. You're right.
And I was never a big fan of him. I was never a big fan of his attitude. I didn't believe he fitted the club.
Mm,
What was that?
What I really did like about him was his finishing ability. It was
Remember that little
impeccable.
bicycle kick he
See
made
what,
that
see
one
what
time.
Hammerhead saying? See what Hammerhead saying? Hammerhead said that bicycle kick was phenomenal. But Hammerhead
Yeah.
saying last striker that we had were Hilaire and Chicharito, but the last striker that City had was Dzeko. Do you agree with that or no?
Dzeko was around about the same time as Balotelli, and they're very similar in the fact that you get them up front, you push them up front, and that's what they do. They go out there.
That's what they do.
Score goals.
Yeah, you're right,
You
Lawrence.
know?
You're right.
Aguero was so much more than just a striker.
Oh, he was
You know, he was an absolute goal scoring machine. You know, Jamie Vardy is not an
that's
out
an out striker. Now
No,
that
he's
is
not.
I think so.
No, he's not.
Oh yes, he
He's a
is.
goal
Oh
scoring
yes,
machine.
he is. Oh yes, he is. How do you mean Jamie Vardy's not
Well,
out? I told you this the other day. I told you this the other morning. I told you this the other week. I would have Jamie Vardy on my team any day of the year, any day of the second, any day of the minute, any day of the I'd have Jamie Vardy all day long.
Hey, I know you do, and I'm not dissing him. Okay, hear what I say. Let me finish what I'm saying, and then judge what I'm saying. Jamie Vardy is not an out and out striker. He is a more versatile player than that.
Okay.
Much more versatile.
So who's an out? Oh, look at this guy. Who's an out and out striker, and who's the best out and out striker in the Premier League right now?
Harry Kane was.
No,
Harry Kane was.
Son should be. Son should be. Son was.
No, Son is not a striker. Son is more.
He's a winger.
Yeah, he's more of a player.
Harry
Kane was the best out and out striker.
I disagree in 2022.
He's probably
Son
still
scored more
in.
goals than Kane did. Son was in the center more than Kane.
Son is not a striker. He's not. It's not. My G, Son is not a striker, dog. He's not a striker. Sorry, couldn't Budgie continue, dog.
He's a forward. He's a forward. 100. Look, okay, Lawrence. Okay, I understand that there may be a bit of confusion, right? So what I'm saying is that an out-and-out striker is someone that doesn't stray too far from the 18-yard box. That's it. His job is to be on the edge of the 18-yard box, get into it, get goals.
Sir.
That's his job. That's an out-and-out striker. That is a number 9. That is a number 9 for me. Okay. Now, the likes of Jamie Vardy, the likes of Jared Bowen, Cristiano Ronaldo, Yeah,
Oh
these are
my
all
God.
players that are forwards. They're forwards. They're not strikers. They're forwards. And to be a forward, you have to be a lot more than just a striker. You have to be a winger. You have to be a number 10. You also have
Understood.
to be. You have to also have to be a defender. Believe it or not, you've got to be a defender up here. Not necessarily in what you do with your body, but in your head, you have to be a defender also because you have to try and judge how that defender's going to react and whatever you do. So you've got to better the devil. You try and what's the word I'm looking for? You understand your enemy, all
No,
right?
I got you. That's
So
good. Thank you. Yeah.
so whereas a striker, his job is just to get his iron goal, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Bang, that is it. Andy Carroll was one of them. He became a bit more than that when he played for us, actually, if I'm honest.
Mm-hmm.
Saw him tracking back, defending and stuff like that. That was great to see Andy Carroll doing that. Mr. Sick Note himself, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but, Andy Carroll became more than just a striker. I'll tell you who was
Sure.
probably our last true striker in the purest sense, if you like.
Mm-hmm.
For me, probably Colton Cole, if I'm honest. He didn't really offer an awful lot much more than goals, really. He was a great target, man. You know, he wasn't really great in defence. He didn't really track back very much.
I'd say Jermaine Defoe
You
all
know.
day long, dog. Honestly, I'd say
But
Jermaine Defoe
Jermaine
all day
Defoe was
long.
so much more than a
But
striker.
he was a striker. No, but
You
he
know,
was a striker. His instinct, like he saw the ball. Oh, you know what? You know what? And I know this man got like converted from winger to striker, but our last real striker, if I'm concerned, is Mark Arnautovic.
Mhm.
Honestly, honestly, like I know he got converted from winger to striker, and that's what David Moyes likes to do.
don't
But
mean a bad
he was in
thing.
front of
That's
goal
what Moyes loves to do.
things like
Moyes does.
You know,
Moyes
mean a
like
loves
bad
to.
thing. But
Moyes does not
I
believe in
still
a
say that
striker.
Haller is just a true striker
Haller was
in
shit
itself.
though. I'll never.
He was
For
shit in
us,
the
Shit.
Premier League, but
for us,
he was shit in the
for us.
Premier League. He's good in
Yeah,
Ajax and all
agreed.
that, but and
No,
I
one
Agreed.
hundred
agree,
percent, one
he's
hundred
a
percent.
true striker. But
Yeah,
if he's
yeah.
not happy,
He
he'll
wasn't
just
great.
take a piss. Yeah.
Right. I am going to go and grab my. Oh, no, I don't need to.
This guy got every. You know
No, I've
what?
still got some of this. Yeah.
That
Right.
was like, who's that talking to? Who's that talking to, man? Oh man, oh this is gonna bug me. Oh, who's that talking to? I forget who it was, and they're gonna kill me about this, dog. But they had like lazy boy chair. Oh, I know who it was, but I ain't saying nothing. And now I know who it was. I know who it was, but I ain't saying nothing.
Was it
But they got
Anvil? Anvil? James?
no, 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 no. But this person got a lazy boy chair with like a cup holder and a other something holder in it, so they don't got to move nothing. Like if they put a fridge in that shit, they could get their drinks, put them on the chair there, have whatever here there. Yeah. So no, just because Budgie was just able to like do two things, like Daz is in the building. Oh,
Yes,
Budgie. Oh, Lord Larry. Daz is a man. Daz is a G,
Gaz is
man.
always a respectful guy. Always respectful, G.
Yeah, man. I talked to him before, man, and he's such a he's a yeah good person. He's a really good person, man. I know Budgie's talked to him as well, ain't you, Budge?
Hey, why would I talk to him? Hey,
Oh, shut up! Now you're just talking shit. Now you're just talking shit. Now you're just. That's
course
like
we
whenever
talk.
Rise comes on the channel, and I'm like,
Of
oh, why
course
do you
we
ruin it?
talk.
Like,
Where's Rise at? Where's Rise at? Taking a
he's
nap?
probably watching trains. Honestly, like that
That's
man is
true.
obsessed with trains. Straight up. Like,
What, this time of night?
what's that, mate?
This time of
I
night?
wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. He'll probably find trains at
From
like
2
4 in the morning.
a.m.,
This
mate.
guy would, man. Like, oh, he has he has a passion for trains. Like I have a passion for hip hop. Like it's nuts. It's nuts. Like he loves trains, dog. He loves them.
I'll get this peach
Go
today,
on,
right?
go on.
I was in the car and
Yes.
I had a bit of music
I'll be right
playing.
back.
Yeah. Take your
Okay,
time.
so I was had a little bit of music playing, and
Yep.
the passenger got in the back of the car,
Yep.
and he told me where he was going to, and he was just a youngish lad,
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
mid-20s, early 30s. Anyway, so we're driving up the road, and he said, well, "What's that tune you had playing when you pulled up, mate?" I said, "Oh, I said, I said, actually, it was just a tune I really liked." I said, "But the music choice is yours.
Love it.
Call up the song,
Love it.
and I'll put it up on Spotify." And he
Love
went,
it.
"Oh, I like that tune that you were playing." Well, the tune I was playing was a tune called "Jerusalem"
Yes.
by Alpha Blondy.
Yep. Yeah. I know that tune.
Wow, I
I know
love the
that
bass
tune.
line in that tune, mate. It just anyway.
Those.
So I said, "Yeah," I said, "That's what I was playing."
Yep.
And he said, "Well, could you play it again, please?" And I said,
Oh,
"Yeah,
love it.
no problem." So I queued it up again, put it on, and he went, "Well, mate, I can hardly hear that because the intro is like birds tweeting and stuff like that." He
Yeah.
goes,
Yeah.
"I can hardly
I know.
even
I know.
hear
I know.
that, mate."
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
He said, Wind it up a bit, mate." I said,
Love it.
"All right." So I turned it up about sort of like number 5 or 6,
Yeah. Yeah.
Bearing in mind it goes up to 10, so it's just over halfway.
No, it's
So,
bang.
and
Yeah.
then when the beat starts, well, he starts singing at the beginning, it's all a cappella. And when the beat starts coming in and that, he reached through the seats, got the control of the stereo and turned it up even more. And he was like, "I like this." And he was laying back in the back of the car like that, going, "Oh, I need a joint
Love it.
now." And I went, "Stop it,
Join,
young
oh my
man."
god.
I
Those
said,
two tunes. No,
"Stop
I'm
it,
sorry.
young man. You can't talk like that in this car."
Yeah, but listen, Reg,
Yeah,
those two tunes that you sent me today, I ain't even
yeah.
playing the Back to Black Amy Winehouse reggae version, and then like the other reggae tune, which was dope. Bob Marley things, dog. It was
Oh no,
dope.
that was actually wasn't that the actual that was the comic one, the comedy one that was about marijuana instead of
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
tune
yeah,
of
yeah, 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 yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because the two James from
yeah.
the Anvil. Big up James from the Anvil. If you ain't subscribed to his channel, go now and subscribe
I
to his
did.
channel. I know
No, James.
you're the bomb.
T-
You're the bomb. He just got a hold of me and said he's at
I,
work. He
I have
can't come on. And
I have to find it, but I have another tune that I want to find for you.
I hope so. And then Wally World, big up Wally World. He said I can't come on tonight, but thanks for asking. I always ask. I always send you the link, dog. You already done know this, man. I love Wally World, man. He's such a good person. And Lawrence was able to be in the presence of Wally World and
I
Walter.
love Wally.
Yeah, I
Wally's a
love him too,
great
dog.
man. Great man.
He's a gem. He's an
Him
absolute gem, man.
when I was in Auburn, him and his wife stopped by. We had that nice cookout real quick as they were driving through. Great people. Great people.
No, yeah, no, that
Um,
don't surprise me. Behind every
hey,
good man, there's a good woman, and apparently his woman's like out of this world. Your woman's out of this world. Like honestly, like yeah. No, what's up, Budge? What's up, Budge?
sorry, I just wanted to ask one quick question. Do
No,
you
go ahead.
use Spotify?
No, I don't. See everything that you
Okay,
sent to me. Everything you
yeah.
sent to me, I just like researched it in YouTube. Honestly, because
Okay. Oh, well,
I
then
don't.
in that case, in future, I will send it to you via YouTube.
Okay,
Then.
dope. Yeah, okay, dope. Like I don't know, like Spotify.
I'm
You gotta
about to
pay for them
find
things,
you
don't
a
you, on
song.
Spotify, don't you? You gotta pay for
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
yeah, so
yeah, but
I
you
just
know
was
me,
researching it.
I'm just warming up with my
Oh no,
music.
no. But I got this thing. It's called so I get it on YouTube and then I got this thing called what's it called? I'll tell you right now, it's a wicked app to have, man. I got this thing called hold up. What is it? Where is it? It's called YT MP3. And basically, what you do is you just go on YouTube, download the YouTube video, copy the link, and then you go right to the what is it? No, so yeah,
What?
YT MP3. You go right to the YT MP3, and then it automatically downloads it for you and makes it an MP3 for your phone.
Hey,
But
Peach, I thought you.
I'm just
Peach,
going to
I'm
mute
sorry.
myself for a moment.
Peach, I thought you had the DEEZENUTZ.
What's that?
I thought you had connection to DEZ. These nuts.
Oh yeah, you got connections to these nuts. These nuts, mother ducker. Well done. I like that. I like that. I like that. I'm easy. I got bitches galore. You may have a lot of bitches, but I got much more. I love that. I love that.
Sorry,
That's
guys. That was
dope,
a little
Doug.
joke.
That's
That's a little
dope, Doug.
joke. Sorry, joke.
No, that's wicked. That's wicked, man. I love that.
These
I love that.
nuts.
You got these
So,
nuts on the ducker. Man. Yes, thanks,
so,
Dad.
hey,
No, well, hold on. Sorry, 1 second. A Colt
Sorry, guys.
45 and two zigzags. Two zigzags, baby. That's all we need. We go to the park after dark and smoke that tumbleweed. Peach, if you don't know the song, I'm gonna be disappointed. I got a Colt 45. I don't. Like, I don't know what
Hammerhead's
tune.
good.
Hammerhead knows his shit. He knows his shit.
Hammerhead,
Honestly.
I love Hammerhead. He's around all the time.
And he
I
can
love Hammerhead.
write too. Homeboy can write 2 lyrics the same as. But I got to call. I call 45 with two zigzags, baby. That's
love
all.
Hammerhead.
That's all we need to go to the park after dark and smoke that tumbleweed. I'm thinking that's
That's
like
just
Snoop
rolling.
Dogg or like Dr. Dre.
He could
Or
be.
if it's Easy E, then like yo, I played myself. But yeah, I don't know. I do not know. So Budgie, Aguirre. I know we always talk Afro Jack called 45. Don't even
Yeah.
know that. Never heard of that, dog. Never heard of that. What do you know about special ed, dog? Name me one
Oh,
special
I
ed
know
kid.
special ed, bud. I know
you
special ed.
do. I know you do.
Back
What
in
can
I
Hammerhead say
love,
about
what?
special ed,
I
dog? What
love
can you say
special ed.
about
I love
special ed,
special
dog?
ed. I love special ed.
Me too. Good
What?
evening, all. You happy
What?
hammers? Oh,
Hey,
and the miserable ones too. Like a James Bond. Sorry, go on, Butch.
what?
Afro Man,
What's
he
the
was shit.
special ed?
Afro Man was garbage. That was that dude that came out with that tune. I'm
I was
so
going to go to school, but then I got high.
yeah. That's
I was going to leave school,
that's
but then I got high.
whack.
That's it, bud.
Listen to some Easy E, dog. Yes, Budgie. Yes, Budgie knows his music, dog. He
Oh, he
knows his
does.
music. Afro Man. Afro Man can suck on these nuts.
Nuts. That was awesome, dude.
So Lawrence,
Right, so
sorry,
I sent you a link. I sent
What's
you
up?
a link.
Oh, okay. Word up. I check. Checky.
It's from my old number.
Oh, whoa. That
That's
is
because
gonna
I'm
sound
using
like
my new
fire.
phone. Oh, now it's from my new phone is what I'm streaming on. So
I love that how it's like her, like with like a Jamaican flag over it. I love that. That's
I
like
do
with like
too,
all the
yeah.
Jamaican colors. I love that. But my favorite tune by this person, because I don't want to get no copyright things done, but my favorite tune from this person is In the Deep. Like, oh, In the Deep is that tune is classic. Absolute classic.
yeah, wait
Like,
till you've heard that, Peach. In fact,
I believe
you
you.
know
I
what?
believe
My suggestion is,
yeah.
Lawrence and I will have a chat.
Yeah.
You take yourself off screen, have
Yeah.
a listen to it. I want to hear your reaction to it.
Okay, I'll do that right now.
I want to hear it now too, Budge. Goddamn,
I'll
I'm
send
jealous
you.
of.
Hang on. I don't have you on WhatsApp though, Lawrence. So it's a bit more
True, yeah.
difficult. I may be able to send it to you via YouTube. Hold on. Let me have a look.
What you just need my phone number for WhatsApp? WhatsApp? Is that WhatsApp? I got that. I just started that.
Well, all you need to do is give me your number. That's all. I mean, obviously not
Okay.
on live TV, live YouTube, but
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could, the dial code and the international dial code and your number,
Well,
please.
I think my international is probably the same as
It'd be the same as Wally and
well, it's my same thing.
what's he thinking place? I've got a few people in America.
That's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good, Budge.
So
You know what? Let me. Hey, Budge, can I say one thing straight up?
Yeah,
I
go
want
on.
to say one thing. I know we had some ups and downs in the last couple months or whatever, which is ridiculous. I'm glad that we're back together because you're a good man. I respect you a lot.
Do you know what? Actually, do you know what? I didn't actually take that too personally at all, and it was
I didn't
mainly
want to.
because I was having other stuff going on, and I
Yeah.
really wasn't doing an awful lot myself,
Yeah.
other than recording stuff that I was putting out and stuff. And I
Yeah.
was going around. I had a lot of mental stuff going on, and I actually was quite vacant with a lot of people. So
Well, I
don't
want to
take it
apologize.
personally. I apologise too. I mean, if I upset you, then I apologise too.
and
But
I wanted to
let's
apologize
get
too.
past that. I
That's good,
love
Pez.
that fucking shirt.
Good.
I love that shirt. In fact, do you know what? Right now, I like that shirt so much. I'm going to put it on.
Oh yeah! I'm telling you, Butch, I love this shirt. I love it. But put it on when someone
No, drop me here, bud. Hold up.
when Peach comes back with the same way. Gotcha, good. We're live.
Hold up, I'll drop me here, buds. And there's no way you want to see me without a shirt on. It's disgraceful. Oh, I'm going to lose my earbuds again, and I am. There it goes.
I love it. It's for a good kit. It's a good kit, man. It's a good kit.
I love it. I think it's great.
Hell yeah!
There we go.
Yes.
There we go.
There we go. We're a team now.
There you go. See?
So when Peach comes back, I'm say we got both the same kit.
Yeah. Well, has he got this shirt though? That's the point.
That's the question. Yeah. Does he have this shirt that we're wearing? Because you know how he is. He wants all the kits. Good go.
Yeah. I actually quite like this advertising on the sleeve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it with the coloured O and that. I actually quite like it. I mean, on the Argentina style kit, it's just black, all black. There's no colour to that O.
What do you think about that?
And it's got colour on the new kit as well, I believe.
You like the new kit? You like the new
I love it. I do, yeah. I mean, that's why. Do you know what? The first time I saw it, I kind of was really unsure of it. But then a couple of weeks ago, my friend Zdeněk, the teacher from the Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met up with him at Stratford because he was in London. So I met up with him and I went to the stadium store. Now, it was my intention, because I had this shirt and I've already got the Argentina style shirt, it was my intention to buy last year's home kit because they've still got some of them to sell.
Yeah.
So when I walked into the store and just saw racks upon racks upon racks of this shirt, it kind of really hit me that it's our shirt. It's in the stadium store. It's not just an image on the internet anymore. Do you know what I mean? It kind of hit me like the first time I ever put a claret and blue shirt on. I felt like I belonged to the club.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? I love the shirt. Yeah, I do. I love it.
I love it, Budgie, because I think the same way. Because what makes me feel good is when I order my product, even in the US, it's coming from London. It shows me. It shows the product. So it's from. So I hope you got. I know you know, Budgie. There's some Americans that are so vested in West Ham, and we love West Ham. We're Clareton Blue through and through, you know.
Yeah, I
And
know.
and when we buy things or we care about things, it's like I said, 4 years now, maybe a little bit, but it's what I care about. I care about that club and the YouTube environment. Sometimes we get pissed off at each other, as we all do, as angry old people. But at the end of the day, we all love West Ham, right?
Hello, Kieran. Um,
Where's
he
Karen
just
at?
yeah,
Tell us.
I was listening to Kieran earlier. Have you got
I
the
was listening
link,
to
Kieran? I'm sure if
Bob.
you click on the link, Peach will bring you in 'cause he's in the background, just listening
Bring,
to a video I sent him, like a music video. Um, so where were we? Yes, we were talking about. Do you know? Actually, before I came on, I was watching, and I haven't quite finished it yet. But I was watching Gonzo's stream, his piece about Pablo Fornals,
yeah,
um, and you know, I hadn't really looked at it with that much objectiveness before,
right.
and you know, he made some really valid points about Pablo Fornals. You
Positive or
know, I mean,
negative?
we all love him. We all call him the Spanish Cockney or El Fornicator or whatever it is.
Yeah,
You know, but when you look at it, although he was really, really good for us last season, it wasn't his best season for us. I think his best season is yet to come. Now, Gonzo was suggesting that this season could be the season, and rightfully so. You know, he's got better and better over
yeah,
time. Although I tend to agree with what Gonzo said when he summarised it. He said that last season wasn't quite as good as some of the seasons he's had with us.
yeah. But
Um,
my opinion, it was about like Fornals, Ben Rama. Uh, they were clumsy. They were clumsy. They were not. We didn't have a. How do I say this properly? We didn't have a proper. When you see a solid defense or a solid offense, or they're in. Oh, Geezer, good to see you, Geese. But and he'll correct me. Trust me, if I'm wrong. So when I think about four nows, when I think about all the middle fields, we were clumsy. We weren't passing the ball solid. We weren't like sick. We were on, we were like we were trying to. We were always on the defense instead of controlling the ball. If you
mm.
control the ball, in my,
But
I guess
having
my,
said that, though, having heard you say that, I mean, I agree with that to at a large degree actually, because there was a lot of clumsiness in both of the players that you mentioned, in Fornals and in Ben Rama. But I also have to agree with something else that Gonzo said. Now, I know I'm kind of quoting Gonzo's words in
yeah,
my own way, but the thing is, he made such good points, and he also said that nobody in the team gets the ball forward quicker than Pablo Fornals does. He might be one of the slowest players on the pitch, but he gets that ball up and over and into Ben Rama or Bowen or Antonio's feet quicker than anyone else does.
but
He's,
I agree. I agree.
he's
But our
light.
problem is that
I mean, you look at some of those goals that we scored last season on the break. That break was because of a through ball or an over top ball from Pablo Fornals. Good 70% of them, I would say. That's me
but
talking, not Gonzo. I'm saying
yes,
I would
yes,
guess at
I
about
got you.
70% of our breaks were because of a through ball and the creation that's what Pablo Fornals is, you see. He's not
Yeah,
really a left winger. He's
I
not
think
really. he's more of a creative midfielder, in my opinion.
And
And there's not very many of them.
I want to hear Budgie's opinion after I say this. Is that I feel last year we were very clumsy. We could not succinctly pass the ball. When we look about I guess we always say technical.
Certain players, yeah, I agree, but there were other
we were
players
like,
that were
but
incredibly
I see other teams doing it very well. We were not at the end, especially second half. First half we were good.
Maybe you
Second
should
half,
watch a few of the games again, then, Lawrence, because
I do. I have to watch.
some of the interplay between our players was very good at times. Very good.
Okay.
I mean, at times it was very good. At other times it was poor, and and also at other times it was mediocre.
Gotcha.
So I mean, you have to balance it out.
Yes,
I
sir.
mean,
No, I
when
agree.
you look at someone like Liverpool or Manchester City or Barcelona or Porto or these kinds of teams, when they have their interplay, you've got to remember they probably spend 4 hours on the training ground doing that.
Yeah.
You don't see that between our players. You see a group of 8 or 9 players in a circle doing the interplay with someone running the middle. You don't actually see groups of 3 or 4 or 5 just literally interplaying and running with it. If they're doing the passing, they're usually standing static and passing to each other or keeping up the ball or whatever.
I love you, but
rarely do
we could have done better. We could.
Yeah.
I love you, but we could have done
and
better.
Like I say, Lawrence, with football, it's not always cut and dried, and sometimes it's very evident and it's in your face.
Yeah.
I mean, Kieran will back me up on this one. Back in the sort of like mid-80s, when West Ham were mediocre, would you say, Kieran?
Many times.
You know what I mean? We were sort of like from sort of 86 to 89, we were a mediocre team, weren't we? To be fair, on most weeks, well, I say mediocre. I mean, we were struggling with teams around us constantly. So that kind of gives me them vibes. Do you know what I mean?
Apart from the 86, 87 season where we were bloody good.
Yeah. But
apart from
following 2 seasons after that, we were mediocre.
That's right. And there lays the problem, Budge, is consistency, right? Because we've never been consistent. We have one good season followed by 2 and 3 bad ones. We never, until this last 2 seasons where we've been reasonably consistent. So you got to take the positives out of that, and to your opinion.
And I mean, the thing is, somebody made a comment when you were with Stu and Lee and Titch and Russell, is it? Russell.
Yeah, Russell. Yeah.
Somebody made a comment about talking about that. They made, there's a comment they made was something to do with. Hang on, I'm going to have to think about it. I'm going to have to think what the comment was because it's quite important. But anyway, talk amongst yourselves for a minute, guys. Just for a sec.
Yeah, much for that. I don't see it as being clumsy. I see it as being a bit too slow. In certain games, when we have to break teams down, we're just too slow at it. If we're playing a team that's coming at us, we know what we're doing. We know what we're doing. We're breaking quick. But when we have to break teams down, we're just too slow. And I think Ben Rama makes us slower because every time we seem to get the ball
back. Yes, Geezer. Thank you. Ben Rama makes us slower.
He checks back, pass it backwards, pass it. That happens too much. Yeah. Now, when you get a little conversation about Fornals, you're right, Budge. His thought process, his quickness of thought of getting the ball forward, he's really good. Now, if Fornals had pace with that and he was a quick player, he wouldn't be at West Ham he'd be one of the top 6 clubs. You know,
He'd be at
that's
Barcelona.
Good point.
He'd be at
because
Barcelona
he's
or
a
something.
great
I
player.
understand.
He's a great
Yeah,
player. He just doesn't have that
he is.
speed, but he does have speed of thought and his
Yeah,
first
Yeah,
touch.
yeah.
yeah,
You can
yeah.
see that
And do you
with
know who he reminds me of in that respect? Scotty Parker.
yeah, another
Yeah,
one, Scotty, and he
yeah,
reminds me
Scotty
a bit
was
of Jeff
always
Pike in the
thinking
day,
forward.
Pudge, to be honest.
Yeah,
He's
Pike,
so
yeah.
good, works so
Super,
hard,
yeah, that's him.
and same with Lanzini. His speed of thought and his first touch are second to none.
yeah.
But
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
I mean, between them, Fornals and Lanzini, I mean, if you've got either of those two playing a midfield role and you've got quick players ahead of them, you know, that's where a lot of success is going to come from with the break, isn't it?
and
But
you
but
can't not love him, can you?
I,
Fornals,
I,
can
fi- I
I?
find I find Rice puts himself into the equation though, like getting because
Oh, always,
like a ball's
always.
gonna move faster than a man, always, and that's why
True
first
pitch. True pitch. Yep, I
yeah,
agree with
one
that.
touch football, two touch football is the best
True.
because
Have
a
you
ball is
noticed
gonna
that
run,
same
a
shot?
ball is gonna go faster than a
Yeah,
man,
but
and
Pete,
honestly,
Pete,
Bryce does that. Fornals does that. I agree with I agree with y'all, man.
I
Honestly,
do, yeah, Pete, but Rice is overrated. He's not that good, mate. That's the problem.
no, I know,
Oh,
but no,
bullshit. Rice is
no,
not. Oh my god, I'm gonna
no,
kill you, Karen.
I'm
I'm gonna
not
choke
saying
your
he's
ass
Superman.
right now. I'm gonna choke
Lawrence,
your ass out.
behave yourself, dog. I'm not saying that Rice is like Superman. I'm just saying on the question of what was asked with, who gets the ball. Like apparently Gonzo
No, mate,
mentioned,
I don't know.
Fornals gets the ball
No,
distributed
no,
faster than the rest of
Pete,
them. I
I
think
only
Rice does
said
that.
that, right? I said that as the quotes we were getting from other supporters when
I
Rice was
know, Keelan.
coming. We
I
thought
know.
he was
I hear
brilliant.
you.
We
I
knew
hear
I
you.
know,
how
buddy.
great he was. And
I
they
hear
were
you.
saying, oh, he's overrated, he's
I
overrated. He
hear
ain't
you.
overrated. The boy's a fucking top class player.
He's ace.
Top.
He's ace. He's ace. But it's like I feel that you have those players like in the club, and this Aguerd. Like if you've watched any highlights of him, and I know highlights like Faubert looked like Messi when we saw his highlights on YouTube, and he was garbage. But he ended up signing for Real Madrid, so garbage or no garbage, but garbage in my opinion. But like the thought process of breaking up play and getting the ball forward. I think Aguerd is a beautiful signing for that. I really, really do, and more so than Aguerd, that Flynn Downes. I think Flynn Downes. I think that is going to be like everybody talks about marquee signings. Oh, this is going to be our marquee signing. I don't care if the man costs 2 million or 200 million. If he performs for West Ham, that's our marquee signing. And I think the Flynn Downes boy, I think he's going to show us what he's made of. And he's a West Ham United supporter through
Oh,
and
I
through.
like
Like,
that.
I
I
love
like
that.
that. I love that. I love that he's a West Ham boy. I love that.
Do you see the video when he's like, I bleed claret and blue? Like, I know this thing. Like, I
I
know these
agree. I
things. Like,
agree.
But that's
But
one
Charles,
guy.
can I just say something
That's
here?
one
Can I say
guy.
no,
That's
you
something?
can't,
no, let me
Budgie.
finish.
No, I'm gonna
Please,
remove
In
you.
order,
I'm
please.
gonna remove.
but that's one guy that's replacing Noble and
Mwah.
Crown.
I
So it's
will
crazy.
never do
Ah,
that to you, Doug.
ah. Can I stop you there for a second, Lawrence?
Go on, my
That's
G.
the one thing I was going to say, right? Now, listen, I don't wish to be rude or anything, but
Negative, yeah.
I've been
Not
around.
you, Budgie.
Kieran and I have been around for many, 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 many years, right?
Bosh.
Oh, I can
Mark
tell.
Noble and the likes of Mark Noble only ever come round once in a lifetime. Once. We will never see the likes of Mark Noble ever again.
I
So
agree
let's
with that.
not be hasty and suggest that Flynn Downes is going to be the next Mark Noble. I hope he is. What is Pete's doing? I hope he is, but it's very unlikely. The lad's a West Ham fan. His family are all West Ham fans, and he's got his dream appointment.
That's
He's got his
good.
dream signing.
But
It's brilliant. But let's
Budgie,
not be
that is
too
totally
hasty.
correct. He's not
Let's
the
not be
ever
too
after
hasty.
Jesus Christ
Right,
guy yet.
listen, Mark Noble is on at the top of the stairs. Flynn Downes has just walked in through the door. Let's not put him on the same step
I
yet.
know,
No,
but haven't you,
and
haven't you read
look,
those?
you've got to
Budge,
be,
I totally agree.
Go
Totally
on,
agree
Karen.
with you,
What were you
Budge.
gonna say?
you've got to
Totally
be
agree.
cautious of this. Flynn Downes might be a project, mate. He's I'll tell you what, everything you see about him, even the way he speaks and the way he conducts himself, he's a pleasure. The boy's absolute, looks like a really good young lad. His YouTube clips, obviously, he looks like another Declan Rice to me. But
Me
I
too.
think he's a project. He's there to replace Noble on that bench for now, and then it's for him to come good. And hopefully he
agree.
will. Hopefully he will.
Exactly,
And
Karen.
to me, it's a no-brainer signing because even if he didn't work out, even if he couldn't cut it at that
Was it
level,
9 mil?
for
9
10
mil? 8
million,
mil?
call
Yeah,
it 10
something
mil.
like that,
Yeah.
yeah,
You'll get your money.
whatever, yeah. Exactly
You know,
right,
it's
Budge.
a
I
no-brainer.
mean, I'm sorry.
But that boy looks like he could make it. But I do
I
think
like
it's a
it.
project. He doesn't
I
walk
like
into
his-
the first team. He makes our bench stronger.
Yes.
That's all he does at the moment.
It's a Carl upgrade, isn't it? It's a
I
Carl
like his
upgrade, dog.
attitude.
It's an
He's a
upgrade from
fucking West
Carl,
Ham
dog.
boy. He's a
Straight
hard.
up.
I like his attitude. He's
What-
already
what you-
coming and
what
saying
you-
that West Ham.
What you've also got to consider, guys, is that he knows he's not going to walk straight onto the starting 11. He knows that. He knows he's got to fight for his place. Therefore, that makes it a stronger prospect for him in training. That
Hey,
means he's
Rebecca.
going to put
Yeah.
100% in
It's an
training.
Well,
And if
he's
David Moyes sees what he likes, he'll give him minutes. And if he gives him minutes and he sees what he likes on the pitch, he'll give him more minutes. He did this with Jared Bowen. Now we're talking about a £70 million player.
But
Exactly.
we all know with Moyes, if he loves you, he'll play you. If he don't like you, he'll fucking sit your ass on the fucking bench. And I know Downes looks good. He came from Swansea, and I think he's a guy that Moyes likes, so he'll get some time. But the sad part about all of this is that Moyes has his people. So all of us as great fans can pick who we want, but he'll put in the positions. How many times have we said, bring in people early, do this and this, and Moyes sticks to his game?
One thing with his signing that I did really like was the fact that if you look at all the Swansea fans, he's only been there 1 year.
They loved him. They loved him.
They had nothing but great words to say about him and wished him all the best. You know,
Exactly
there was
right.
nothing but good. That tells me a lot that the fans took to him. And
I
really
agree. I totally agree.
Karen, the same was for Ben Rama. When Ben Rama left Brentford, he looked after like the staff. He looked after like, you know what I mean? Like he looked after the staff. He looked after the club. I thought that was
that's why
that showed me something about him.
Ben Rama should go back to Brentford. I mean, the best.
Oh, I agree with you. I agree with you. 100% agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you.
I disagree.
No, I agree with that.
I think Ben Rama deserves at least another year of it.
No, he does, but I think he suits the Brentford.
I've been super critical of him, as we all know. And it's got me into hot water in certain corners. Now that hot water is cooled down, everything's good. But Ben Rama, I've always said there's a player in there.
We know, but
he's got a player. He's definitely a player. But I think he's not a Moyes
what
player.
You've got to understand is that
Moyes is not
at this moment in time,
though. He is.
At this moment in time, he's trying to over-impress. You know, he needs to mature just a little bit. I think he does.
I watched Bug. I actually suffered.
I agree with you.
I know, and I'll take this into account, right? It's only a pre-season game and no one really gives a shit, and it was yesterday, and I watched it. I didn't watch it live. I watched it when I got up yesterday morning, right? And I accept that it's just a pre-season, it's getting rid of the cobwebs and all that. And it was average. It was a poor, crappy game. But the only one that frustrated me again was fucking Ben Rama, where he should be shining in this game. And he was poor. He
What
was
what'd you think
poor.
about what'd you think about Sawyer, Kieran? I got the hots for him. I think he's
Yeah.
gonna be fire. I think he's gonna be
Yeah.
fire, dog.
How about
No, Belgie.
would
I
you
think
guys?
Sawyer's gonna be
Hey,
fire.
No, his name
Honestly,
is Swire.
his name's what?
Swire.
Coventry. Coventry looked great.
SWYER.
How do you
Swire.
say it then? How do you say it?
Swire.
Swire. I think Swire's gonna be the next big thing.
Swire.
Everybody's talking
Swire's
about
gonna
Arco
be fire.
Flex and Connor Coventry, and it was good seeing Connor Coventry
Coventry
getting 90
played
minutes.
great.
But
Coventry
Swire,
played.
I think he's
We
gonna be
did.
the deal. Big
Everybody
No
deal.
got
one.
to talk here. Everybody got to talk. Coventry played great.
There
He
was
was
no
awesome.
one.
Played a full squad. He
Oh,
played
Oh,
great.
God. Oh, God. You
There
know
was
what?
not one player in that game yesterday that was impressive. Not one.
Swire looked good to me, dog. Straight up, swore.
I
Not
thought
one.
I don't know. He looked dope.
Geezer, I thought Coventry looked solid, and he played the whole 90 minutes.
He did, and there's a reason for that because they want to try and get the best out of him and use him. But I don't think he was that impressive. I thought
But he's
Ashby
not-
looked good in bit.
I
Ashby
think
looked
he
good in bit.
was going to. Actually, yeah, I got you. Yeah, fair enough.
They
Fair
did
enough.
that
No,
last
I
season.
didn't
He was
think
probably the
Coventry
best
looked that
player
good.
Fair
like
enough, yeah.
season last season. Then they like sent him off to like Peterborough and then MK
No.
down.
I'm
I think
And-
Lucy looked
And I've
very
got to
nervous.
also say,
Go on,
I've got to
bud.
also say, I thought Nathan Trott looked average.
Yeah,
Very,
yeah.
very buggy. He looked nervous. He looked very
Thank God for
nervous.
Areola, dog.
He is not first
That
team
was
Megan.
second half, wasn't it? That was second half.
Absolutely no way
Yeah.
he's first team Megan.
Our
Big
defense,
up, Becca. How do you mean?
our defense was hard,
Yeah.
especially in the second half. Jesus Christ, how many shots they could have off the post? Oh my God, it was terrible. Our defense did not look good yesterday.
We
But
need,
again,
we need the old
The only
Thomas.
guy, the one guy that really stood out was Lanzini. How good he was when he first
Agreed.
touched.
Agreed. Yeah.
He looked like a different player. Everyone else. Now you're talking about a very average team we're playing here yesterday. A very average.
very average.
No one,
Hang
no
on,
one
Hang on. These are the kinds of teams that we're going to meet in the Europa Conference League.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, that's the first.
Yep.
I call
Well-
That's well said, Budgie. That is well said.
I call that a
That is
condition
well
match.
said.
Stretch your legs, get it out there.
We
Put you right there.
we did beat
Well
them
said.
with a box full of spanners. We did beat them by a box full of spanners. What I mean is that he was able to move his players around and take players off, put them on, and how many substitutions did he or could he make?
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously it was just tinkering around in the workshop, clearly.
Yeah.
But having said that, it is still minutes under everybody's belts,
Yeah.
and for
That's
somebody like Lanzini to be basically, I think we all agree he was our man of the match yesterday.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
And he's been pretty close to getting that from a few of us on various shows throughout the season last season. Lanzini's really picked up his game. He's going to be a very, very important player. Now, mark my words when I say this, right? I reckon by the end of the season, providing he stays fit, he'll have 20 goal involvement.
No way. I love
I
you. I
believe
love
that.
you, but I would
I
love
believe
it.
that.
But I don't think it would.
No, I believe that.
Really?
Everybody,
Why
like
not?
Kieran
Why
will
not?
agree with me on this, dog.
I
Everybody,
think
hold on,
because
yo,
he's good.
everybody, Kieran will agree with me on this, I hope. But everybody that has seen Lanzini in training says he is the best technical player that we
I
have
love Lindsay.
and have had.
Hands down.
Is that true, Kieran? Is that true, Kieran?
Hands
No, if
down, mate.
about it.
Thank you.
He is
No. He is the most technically gifted player we've had since Dimitri Payet.
Yeah.
Oh, agreed. Yeah, 100%.
And that is why I am kind of a secret Lanzini fan. I don't like to admit it too much in front of But having said that, she's probably bloody heard me say it a few times now, but I am actually a big fan of Lanzini, but
Yeah.
for valid reasons, not just because A or B or C, because of everything he does on that pitch. If he loses the ball because of a stupid pass or something, he'll work. He'll work. His studs off, if you like, to get the ball back.
Yep.
Some of the technique that he's displayed in the goals that he's scored in the
Phenomenal.
last couple of seasons have been
I agree with that.
phenomenal.
Yeah, totally true. I agree.
I mean, that goal he scored against, who was it? Crystal Palace? When he did the little keepy uppy thing,
Yeah.
was that Crystal Palace?
It was. It was.
And
It was. Yeah,
popped it
it
in
was.
with his left foot. Oh my God. No, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. So, eh? Sorry, Kieran, what was that, mate?
He's a different class, mate. It's as simple as that.
Oh,
What I love about him is you can see when Rice gives him the ball, it doesn't matter. He's got a boy up his clacker, right?
Yes.
He'll take
Well,
his first
Yeah.
touch is sublime. He will
Yeah.
turn
Right.
around. He done it in that game yesterday. And this is what annoyed me about Ben Rama. He had 2 chances to score yesterday, and his first touch was the touch of an elephant. And he shouldn't be. He should be good enough to take that ball. He should be good enough to take it. His first touch should be good, and it's not. And it's just frustrating again. That's all. Just find it frustrating.
Yeah.
But there you go. Lanzini's first touch is excellent. Just
It's sublime.
excellent.
Lanzini's first touch is sublime. Control on the ball is sublime.
Comparable with some of the best players you can name right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? His touch right now is comparable with a lot of players, top players.
Absolutely.
But to be fair, boys, what I was trying to watch out, and I weren't interested in watching Lanzini, to be honest, or Fornals, or we know what they can do.
You're watching the
I wanted
youngsters,
to
ain't
watch
you?
the youngsters and take note.
Yeah.
And
me
none of
too.
them really over impressed me. None of them. But I thought Ashby, when he did get down wide on the right, he looked dangerous. He looked lively. He looked good. But he did get caught out a few times at right back too, with balls over the top. He sort of got caught. And there's Elise, I thought, looked very nervous, very. I didn't rate him either. But I'm not. It's just a pre-season kickabout. But I really wanted one of them youngsters to really take the ball by the horn and have a great game. But I don't think any of them did.
Oko Fleck didn't really look like he was.
Didn't impress me. Yeah.
Yeah.
You talking about yesterday's game?
Yeah, man.
Yesterday's match.
Yeah. He came on. He looked out of place.
I think our defense sucked a lot, but I called it that we were just that first match. It's all conditioning, dude. If you're trying to take too much into it,
we're not. Not at all. But I just wanted to see a youngster really have a good game, and I never really saw it.
The thing is, I only ever played at amateur level, so I can't speak for professionals. But as an amateur, when I was sort of 18, 17, 18, and I was trying to get myself a team to play for, I was trying to get into a team with players that were in their mid.
I got you, yeah.
So you have to kind of perform at every opportunity you get, not just when the games are important.
But
you have to do it.
I got what you're saying.
If they're not doing that, they don't deserve to get picked for the next game. Now, I think, from what I saw and from what I have heard you guys say, Harrison Ashby did enough to give himself an opportunity.
Ashby played well, and I'll tell you, he played well.
And in my opinion, the lad in the middle, what was his name?
Chester.
Was the number 5? No, not was The
Coventry?
black
Coventry? What?
the black guy that wore the number 5 shirt.
Overflex. No, it wasn't Overflex. It's the other
Alisi?
guy.
No,
No, who's that 17-year-old scored the first goal?
that
Who's
was
the guy?
Alisi. That was
Yeah,
Alisi.
Overflex came in, but
Oh my
Dog,
God!
think, dog,
Oh,
think.
come
I'm trying
on!
to think for you.
Overflex came in, but he didn't do very much.
No,
He was
Aquafax is a
kinda
winger, dog.
No, and he did average.
Kieran, who was in the middle? Who was in the middle yesterday? Black kid. Aqua. Charlie comes in with it. Charlito comes in with it, dog. Charlito comes in with it, dog. How you mean? My G. My G. Yo, my G. 100. Yo.
Yeah, Equa. That's it. That's why I couldn't think of it.
Chelsea boy.
Well, no, he's not. He's a West Ham boy.
No,
You saw
he came
him.
from
He was
Chelsea, though.
wearing the
Yeah,
number
we got
down.
him from Chelsea, dog. Real talk.
Oh,
We got him from
yeah,
Chelsea.
all right. So what, you're going to say the same about Declan Rice then?
We got him from Chelsea, yeah. We got him from
Is
Chelsea.
he a
He's
Chelsea
Chelsea
boy?
boy, too.
Is
What?
he a Chelsea boy?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
he
hard.
is, though. Declan
Hey,
Rice's
That's
whole
hard.
family
Rice
is
is a
Chelsea,
Chelsea.
dog.
You know, I
Like,
really
yo,
wish I could remove
shit,
you
dog.
from.
How you mean?
I wish I could remove
Technically,
you
Rice
from
is a Chelsea
Stone.
boy. I hate to say it, but he is.
Yo, Buds, that tune you sent me? Adele?
Yeah,
Yo, Brethren. Wow, like Lawrence, I'll send it to you. Kieran, I'll send it to you
Say it to
too.
me.
Oh, that
Up
was
to the mother.
that was madness. That was madness. That
yeah.
tune, like,
Well, that's the sort of stuff I'm going to be playing in the pub on the 30th.
The Amy Winehouse one was dope, and then it was like a Lib or Libby or what was it? The second one, the reggae one. I forget what it was, dog. I'll pull it up right now. What was it? Hold up.
Oh,
Come again?
no, it's all right. It's
Hold on. The
it's the
first
Amy
one.
Winehouse cover, yeah.
Hold on. Was it?
Are you talking about the one I sent you before, or I only
Yeah,
sent you
so
one?
you sent me the Back to Black one. I put Belle Biv
Yeah.
DeVoe because like we were all talking PBD things, and I was like Belle Biv DeVoe, that's our new signing. But
That's over.
hold up, poison. But no, you sent the hold on. You sent the no, hold on. Holy we chat too much, dog. I love it. Hold on. No, we do chat too much though, dog, don't we?
Yeah,
The every
when
little
you
thing
send me
featuring Ali
8-minute
Campbell.
voice
Featuring
notes,
Ali
yeah, I
Campbell.
think it is too much.
Hey,
No,
Pete.
I love it though. Listen, my life would have
I
been
listen,
complete.
I listen to some of it on times too. I have to be honest with you because when you start going on about what sandwich you're going to order,
I
and
know.
I want to know what
I
you're
know.
going to be talking about
I
on the
said,
show,
yeah.
and you tell me like a 45-minute section
Kieran
on
gets them
what
too, dog.
sandwich.
Kieran gets the exact same things, dog. Kieran gets the exact same things. I'll be rambling on for like 10, 20 minutes. Like after 2 minutes, he's probably like delete. But I sent Franco like a 20-minute one today, dog. Like last night, I sent him like a 20-minute message, and he just comes back with like a 20-second message. But it's like, no, I just do these things. I sent Kimberly like what was it? I know I sent Kimberly the 20-minute one. Honestly, not even joking.
That's
I
it.
sent
I'm
her
giving
like
up,
the
mate.
20-minute one. But like no, I sent Franco like a 12, 20-minute one too thing still. And oh man, how you guys put up with me, I do not understand because I could not put up with myself, dog. Honest to goodness. But Equa, he came from Chelsea. He looked good.
Yeah,
He
but
looked
I
good.
thought he actually looked quite comfortable
You get what I'm
in the
saying?
middle there.
You get what
He
I'm saying?
didn't look out of place. I thought he looked quite comfortable.
You get what
Look,
I'm
I
saying?
don't think he's quite ready for first team football, Premiership football. Maybe
So
not.
what do you
You
think?
know,
What do you think? We're gonna put him on loan? We're gonna put him on loan?
No, we won't put him.
you know that if someone came in for him, that wouldn't surprise me if we let him go on loan.
That and
It
that's what's
really would
frustrating.
not
We always put people on loan. We don't buy people, which is frustrating as shit.
Yeah, but then you got to also consider clubs like Chelsea that have got like something like 65 players out on loan.
Word up.
That is shit.
Yeah, but whatever happened to that Kieran?
We're lucky if we've got 65 if we call all our loanies in.
I know, but I want to ask Kieran this. Remember that boy? I forget what his first name was, but his last name was Kennedy, and he went out on loan. And I haven't heard anything about him since he went out on loan. I
What, the
don't know.
young lad that we got from the young lad that started off at Chelsea?
Yeah,
Huh?
Kennedy, and then they put him
Yeah,
on loan somewhere.
he wasn't he?
Must be a lot of
Swansea
money.
or was it Swansea or like
Brazilian.
Watford or something like that?
I don't know. My other phone's died, so I can't even. And my charger's
Oh,
in the
look who's in
car.
the chat. My girl. How do you mean? Kieran, this is my new girl, dog. Straight up. My girl. I got my girl, dog. Straight up. She loves
Hey,
the shit out of you, dog. She loves the shit out of you, dog. I ain't playing. She loves the boat. She loves both the shits out of you still. But yeah, man, what she saying? Hello, everyone.
but we're fucking lovable. Why wouldn't she?
I know, but I'm not. So I don't know why she. I don't know why she loves me, dog. Because you two are. I'm not.
Hey,
Like,
hey, hey, I can give you a theory on that.
I'm a
Maybe she's
dickhead.
going through you
I'm
to
a
get the
grumbling
one of
grunt,
that.
dog. How do you mean, dog? I don't know what she sees in me, but she sees something. Yo, hold on. Hello, everyone. Can't be in the chat for long. Just popping in to say hi. Much love and cheers, y'all. Happy face with hearts and a heart. That's for me, not y'all. So don't take those hearts and happy face hearts. That's for me. So nah. I'm lovable.
Anyway,
I'm lovable, huggable,
Dodgy,
and
Dodgy,
cuttable, dog. How do you mean?
did you hear my theory about
What's your theory, dog?
Moyes' signings? Right?
Go
Oh,
on.
go on. Yeah, go
Uh, bear with me. I believe he's going through the. He's got his books. He had his book stuck at first on A, right?
on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He got again, right?
Yep.
Then he
Yep.
got
Yep. Yep.
Ariola, right? Alphabetical order. And then he went for Flynn Downes. He's gone to D. So we might miss out on Brozier because he's gone straight to D.
I don't want Broja. Honestly, I
Right?
don't want
Whether you
Broja.
want him or not, Brozier might be out now because he's just going through the alphabet. So he's
I
done
get you.
D.
We might
Yeah,
end
The
up
I
with
get
next
you.
signing
striker.
is
Good
from E
point.
onwards.
Well said. Yep.
The next striker will be from. The next signing will be a striker, and his name will begin with M.
And it'll be Matthew Wren from Canada, dog. I'll be the new striker at West Ham. How do you mean?
You couldn't
I,
strike a match,
Like,
mate.
boys,
I wouldn't even sign
let's
me.
put it
I
this way.
wouldn't even sign me, dog.
If we don't buy a striker, don't be surprised. It might not happen.
What about
I think the closest
Kieran,
we'll
what
get to
about
a
Clivert's son?
striker
What about
is
Clivert's son though?
Martial.
He looks good. He looks good. He can play football. He knows where the back of the goal is. I think it was only like 6 goals and 6 assists this season, but out of like so many games, he got like 47 goals, 47 assists, something like that. Like, and it's Patrick Clivert's son. Like, he has to have like football in his blood. Real talk.
Yeah,
Like, I take
he's not
him.
that good.
Oh
He's
no.
not that good.
Ah,
No.
shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's a shame because
It
Patrick
is.
Kluivert was a great player.
No, he was.
Yeah,
He
I've
was.
yeah.
watched bits of him over the years, that young Kluivert, because you notice
Yeah,
his
I
name,
haven't.
don't you? And you go,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah, he might be right for the bench, mate. Maybe I don't think
that's
so.
it, innit? Like,
Yeah,
cause I
Kieran.
that's it.
Hey,
That's it, innit?
Kieran. Yeah, look, it's a chatting subject. We can have a little. Sons of players that have, played and whether they've been good or not.
Okay.
Let's have a little discussion about that.
Oh, say that.
Okay, well, I'll
Say that
start us
again.
off with the obvious,
Say
right?
it
Okay,
again.
so,
Say it again.
well,
What was that?
yeah, a, famous player
Yeah.
whose son has gone on to
Okay.
play and become famous or
Okay.
infamous,
Gotcha.
whether
Gotcha.
they've been good or not. Okay,
Gotcha.
so I'll start off with the obvious, and I'll start off with Peter Schmeichel, and his career
Yeah.
is, golden.
Yeah.
You can't deny the man that. He's absolutely brilliant career.
Yep.
And his son has gone on to have just as good a career. He's won the Premiership
Yes.
and was excuse the pun, he was a big hand in them winning the Premiership.
100%.
You know, or two big hands. You know what I mean? But
yeah, it's very rare, but it's very rare. It's very rare.
yeah, it is very rare. But that is an obvious success. I think, you know, there's got to have been one or two others, surely.
Sure, there is, but it'd be hard to think of them. To be honest.
Mind you, well, Paul Ince's sons didn't do too badly.
No. I'm thinking, dog. Who? I don't know.
Yeah. So this is quite a good discussion. If there's anybody in the chat that can help us out,
Yeah, please do.
keep an eye on the chat. Keep an eye. In fact, listen, there's a top lad in the chat, and I'm sure he'll come up with a cracker.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be West Ham related.
I'm hoping, Budgie. I'm hoping that Potsy comes good.
Yes.
Is he still with
Yes.
David Martin and Alvin Martin. Okay, that's not so much of a success story. But having said that, we celebrate a great moment because of David.
Great moment. Yeah, it was a lovely bit of lovely memory.
That was beautiful.
And we did win because of Alvin Martin's son. So they can both kind of like share, you know, like the bronze medal rostrum for the moment.
Budgie, that was after, hold on, let's just 2 seconds. That was after this, dog. That was after this. Yeah, you already know who it is. You already know.
What a result!
What up, brother?
That was mad.
Let's go! Get in! Get in! Get in!
I told you we would win. I'm just enjoying what just happened.
Enjoy it, don't you?
Yeah.
You just got to enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
Oh man, I am over the moon. Mr. Masuaku. We are massive.
Yeah.
See you in a bit, bro.
All right, in a bit, mate. In a bit. Yeah, I'm still tripping out.
I know that wasn't a match, but it was the same team we played where we got the result. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know that was. Yeah, like, okay, so sons that have played beautiful football. You're right. I hope that Potts comes well. I really do. I think Schmeichel is the best shout. I think that's the only shout. Because I think
I don't know if it's the only shout.
I really do.
I don't know if it's the only shout.
No, I do. Like, who else then? Like,
there's a few in Europe. I think there's a few in Europe that have done well. I just can't think of one.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember, Johan Cruyff's son, Jordi Cruyff, played for Man United. All right, he weren't exactly full up, but
he didn't.
He got a signature for Man United, so he done okay for a bit.
He done all right.
They can share the bronze rostrum for a minute.
Yeah, he done all right for getting to Man United, but he didn't impress at all after. I don't think.
No.
Okay, so I think the one, and I don't like the old man, because I think the old man is a spiteful sod. Honestly, I'm not playing with you, Simone. I think Simone is a spiteful character. I don't like him at all. What he did to Beckham in England in the World Cup, I want to kick him in his nuts and kick him in his teeth. But his son doesn't seem to be doing too bad. Diego Simone, I think, like, is that the father's name or whatever the son's name is? I don't think he's doing too bad. And Charlie just nailed it right here. Marcus Thuram, Lillian's son. He's doing insanely well in Germany over the last couple of years, right?
Yeah,
and first to come to mind, and then we were linked with Simone's son. See, okay, you're on the same page as me, Charlito. Wicked. Window, I can't remember his
Charlie, him and 120 others.
And oh snap, Haaland, obviously. So there you go. Charlito did come with it. You were right.
Well, that's the biggest one, really. Inga Haaland, and the new his boy now, which he's a lot better player than his dad, I reckon.
And
there you go.
He looks a beast, that boy. Homeboy, yo, he looks a
But he's
beast, man.
got the potential to be, for sure. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And,
yeah.
while he's been playing, in the European leagues and stuff, he's done
Even
very well
Pudgy,
for himself.
even Son, because his dad used to play, didn't he? Son from Tottenham, his dad used to play, and he's come out to Son. I don't know how to say his first name, but the boy that plays for Tottenham,
Oh,
Son.
the other one I was thinking of was Michel Platini. His
Oh,
son is
oh,
also a player.
and Maldini. Maldini was wicked, and his son was wicked.
Yeah,
So, oh, this
Maldini.
is a
Yeah.
good topic. I like this topic. This is brilliant.
But did you know Haaland was born in Leeds?
No way he wasn't.
Okay.
No, he
Yeah, he was.
wasn't.
Listen,
No, he
He
wasn't.
was born. He was born in Leeds when his dad was there.
No,
That's what his
reading the
family
Daily
was.
Mirror, dog. He was not born in Leeds.
He was born in Leeds. He's
what?
born in Leeds and he's come back to
Okay.
Manchester.
Really? I did not know. Honestly, taking the piss. I did not know that. Wow. So he went from
I could
Leeds
be
to where?
wrong.
So
I
where
could
was
be
he?
wrong, but I could be right.
No, I think you're right. I think you're right. Actually, I know you're right. But like, where did he move? So he was in Leeds, and then where did he move to?
Well, he went back to Germany with his dad.
There
He was
you
only
go.
a baby.
Yeah, and A Top Lad is like confirming it.
Now,
Yeah.
if CW confirms it, I got to
I
be right.
know. I just was taking the
Oh,
piss.
mate,
I
listen,
know. Dog.
listen. CW, or Clips as he's better known,
Or A Top
he
Lad.
knows
No,
everything.
Rebecca's clips, dog. Don't get it twisted. But anyways, go on. She
I
is.
just wanted to
I'm
start that
convinced. I'm convinced
conversation.
Rebecca is clips, dog. Honest, I'm convinced. But
Oh,
anyways, go on.
mate, 4 past 3 in the bloody morning.
I know Peach
What
does
we're doing
danger to you, dog. That's why I need to move over to the UK so I can like do these streams at normal hours and like, you know what I mean? Like Kieran won't be like bothered like in the middle of the afternoon. You won't be bothered
That'll
at
be
like
fine
3 in the
after
morning.
about
Like
6
I get.
months. It'll be fine after about 6 months because normal hours to you will be still your Canadian hours, mate.
Mhm.
It'll
Mhm.
take a long time
Oh,
to get used to a new time zone, mate.
listen. Watch this. Watch
We
this.
only have to struggle with an hour here, and it's bad enough.
Listen to this, dog. Haaland went Norway with his dad, then went through the Mold Academy. That's where Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he managed them, didn't he? Before joining the Red Bull setup. Interesting. Interesting. Interesting.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Charlie knows.
Oh, he got
Charlie
something else.
knows, mate.
Hold on, he got something else. Mold. Hold on. Where is it?
Mulder.
Yeah.
Mulder.
How do you say it, bud? Sorry.
Mulder.
Okay, Molde. Molde in Norway, Red Bull, however you say
Austria.
that, Salzburg in
Salzburg.
Austria, Dortmund in Germany, and now playing in the same club as his dad, isn't it? Like, wow. Okay, so his dad played for Manchester City?
Must have done. He
Yeah,
must have done.
because he
I
knows,
don't
doesn't he?
remember it, but
I'm not
Charlie, I know.
straight up.
Charlie, I know.
He
Yeah,
does.
mate.
What a good bloke. We had him on the other night and he just brings that, like, I tried to get him on tonight, but he's editing. Like, people do not know how much that man puts work in, like, behind the scenes. And he's editing tonight. So he's like, I would have come on, but I'm editing. And I was like, no problem. But
But
we
you
had him on
also got to
last night.
remember as well,
He was
Craig,
brilliant.
you also got to remember as well
Yeah.
that he needs some me time as well. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
No, 100%. And
You know
he
what I
said
mean?
it
I mean,
about
the
taking
guy
a
is
break.
so
Trust
busy
me.
24/7
Yeah.
that whenever he can get a me day, he should take it.
I
You know
hear
what I
that.
mean?
I hear that.
And it's the same with the guys on Hammer's Chat and
Yeah.
Network and all of the guys. When you can take time off, you
Enjoy
grab
it.
it with both hands and you've got to enjoy it. And you just got to turn your phone off. You've
Yeah.
got to switch off from everything that you do on a daily basis. And none deserve it more than Charlie at times, I would imagine.
I
You know
believe
what I
that.
mean?
I believe that,
Worked
man.
hard, mate.
I believe that, man. Like he works his buns off, aka bollocks off. Like, hold on, let's see this. James Bond, didn't Georgie Paris' daughter play for England, or have I got that wrong?
Ooh, maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, that could be. Could be.
That was a
We
good.
didn't
This
even
is a good
think
topic,
about
Archie.
the.
This is a good topic, my man.
Yeah, we didn't even think about the women's
No,
football. Because
no.
there are some exceptional women's players out
Like
there.
who?
Exceptional.
Name one or name a couple. Like I don't know too much about women's
Well,
football.
I mean,
The thing is,
Kate Longhurst for a start.
Yeah.
I mean, she's bloody good, and she
Right.
happens to play for us, didn't she? So,
Yep.
you know,
but
what's
if you've got a daughter though, bud, you don't normally push her towards football. She should be
Yeah.
pushed towards cooking, ironing, cooking. That's what they should do.
I don't believe
Forget
you
the
just said
football.
that. I don't believe
Get back
you
in the
just said
fucking kitchen. Stop kidding yourself.
barefoot and pregnant things. Like
you
this
got,
guy's on some shit.
Karen, you
I hope
forgot.
Rebecca's
You
watching.
got,
I hope
they've
Rebecca's
got to
watching.
watch,
Oh, Karen, I
they
love you
got to
so
watch the
much.
front doorstep as well. They got to scrub it on a daily basis, don't they?
I love Karen so much. I was just like, bosh, there you go.
But, actually, my mate used to go to school with George Parish in Elm Park. You know, out there
Really?
near on. Yeah, he reckons. Yeah, he went to school with him there. He went to Elm Park School.
Oh, you know what? I got a cousin, real talk. I'm not even playing with you. I got a cousin who's a girl who's in West Ham's Academy. Real things.
Lovely,
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is it? It's her last name is what is it? Grosvenor. I think no, Grosvenor or Harris, one of the two, Grosvenor or Harris. And yeah, she's like 8 years old in the West Ham Academy setup.
Yeah. Well, let's hope
Yeah,
they teach us some home economics first.
and then sewing and cleaning and cooking. How to make a
oh my
Sunday roast.
God. Thanks, Karen. Fucking hell.
We're pushing it, Karen. Me and you are pushing it tonight, big boy.
Jesus
Hold on,
Christ.
I'm gonna find out what her last name is. Hold on one second.
Oh my God. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to play with my new laptop.
Not another one.
No,
Was that
no, it's the same
you got a
one.
woman?
I went to work for a long day and I had to put it away because I know what my kids are like. They're bloody nosy. So I put it away. I packed it away in its box. I'm not petty or nothing. I'm just
No, I
cautious because,
don't. Totally agree, mate.
you know, I
Totally
mean,
agree.
they've got their own. They've got their own. You know, they don't need to look at my porn sites, do they?
No.
I ain't even got that far on it yet. I don't even know how to get on the internet. I do really. I even bought myself a little mouse for it.
Yo, piss on your mouse. So I love you to pieces, but piss on your mouse. The girl who's 8 years old who's playing for West Ham Academy, it's my uncle Tony's granddaughter. She's playing. She's like in West Ham's Academy. So
Lovely.
isn't that beautiful?
Lovely.
That's beautiful, isn't it? As long as she like can do the cooking and cleaning, like me and Karen were done saying, she'll be good. She'll be
Learn
good.
learn
She'll
that
end up being
first,
the tea
Bill.
lady.
Yeah. And when you finish doing that, I'll let you out and you can kick a ball about for 10 minutes. That's it.
Oh,
You're,
I just had deja vu.
you're
I don't know
actually
why, but I
savage
just
at
had
times.
deja
You
vu. That was weird.
bloody joy.
So what happened with your mouse? Did you get a mouse trap or like what happened?
I've got a mouse. I've got a mouse, but the bloody battery's died on it. For God's
Ah, I
sake.
hate that. I hate that. I've been there. I have been there. Worn the t-shirt, bought the scarf, and the hat to match.
Oh well.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that.
Oh well.
How
Can't
what was it like?
can't
10 quid?
move it.
Like 20
What?
quid for the mouse? For the mouse, 10 quid?
About 12 quid, yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
just needs a battery. That's all.
yeah.
Batteries, I can get a pack of 10 batteries for £1.
No, I know. I've dropped my mouse so many times. It's got mousy on me,
Where's
and I
that
just
one, then?
broke up. Like honest. Ronaldo
Oh,
says
it's
he
on
wants
you.
to play until his son can play with him in a professional team. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't
No,
think.
I don't.
No, no,
Who
I can't
said
see that.
that?
He said, Ronaldo, Hammerhead said it. Big up Hammerhead. He said Ronaldo wants to play until his son can play with him in a professional team.
His
His
son's
son's
about
only like
4 years old, isn't he?
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
no.
No,
What's
that's not.
Ronaldo going to do? He's going to play wheelchair football.
Well, yeah, he'll play with Jack, won't he? Like Jack's officially retired from football now. That's mad, isn't it? Jack wheelchair, like he's officially retired,
Good.
man. Yeah,
He
yeah,
retired years
I
ago.
wasn't actually
yeah. He did.
thinking
You're
about
right,
it.
Karen. You're right, Karen. You're right. You're right. Even
He was the
Hammerhead
last to
did. You're
know.
right.
He was the last to know, mate, that he was going to retire.
Hey, Budgie, do
'Cause,
you think female footballers should be paid more? I think no, it's not as competitive and
right,
basketball.
I think that more money should be put into the women's game.
Agreed with that.
Definitely.
Yeah, agree with that.
I think it should be granted, a bigger budget, a bigger TV audience. It should become more attractive to more people. I mean,
Hmm.
I don't wish to be rude, but someone like myself who will probably, if even if I went on the waiting list for a season ticket, it'll probably be one of my kids or my grandkids that would get it. So, the opportunity to go and watch your team, whether it's male or females playing it, it might be more attractive to people if it
Hmm.
was better financed. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's come on leaps and bounds in the last 5, 8 years, 10
Yeah,
years.
yeah, I agree with
It's
that.
It really has. It
come a
really,
long way.
really has.
It is what it is.
And
You're
the
right.
standard
You're
of
right,
players
Karen.
come
You're
on
right.
in leaps and bounds also. I mean, like I've got a video that of Kate Longer scoring against Tottenham,
Hmm.
and the ball it's right. The ball that is put into her is similar to the way Sinclair put the ball over to Di Canio for that goal against Wimbledon.
Hmm.
The way the ball was put in. I'm not
Hmm.
talking about the goal. I'm talking about the way the ball was
I
put
get
in.
you. I get you.
And you got to bear in mind. Obviously, we're talking like women's league. Yeah.
Hmm.
So the ball was quality, absolute quality, right? And Kate Longhurst heads it, but it's not. I'm not doing it any justice. It's the technique that she uses. She gets under the ball and nods it up and
Hmm.
over the keeper and into the back of the net, drops it in under the bar. And the technique is honestly, it's that technique would not be uncommon in the Premier League. That the way she finished that ball, if you saw a Premier League player doing it,
Yeah, you
people would be
like,
jumping
oh,
up and down. It would be goal of the month and all this,
yeah,
that, and the other.
yeah, yep, yep,
Right?
yep.
I swear to God, honestly, I've done a little video with it, and I even put on there, watch the technique of the header. And it's just, I think the game has come on so well. I mean, there are players like there's that Chinese, I think she is Jin. She
Hmm.
plays for Chelsea.
Yep.
She's absolutely quality. In fact, Man City have got a bloody good side. Liverpool have got a good side.
West Ham have a
Birmingham have
good
got a
side
really
too,
good
man.
side. Yeah, we have. We've got
Yep,
a really good
yep,
side.
yep. I feel
Um,
that, dog.
and we've got the young Japanese girl, Yui Hasegawa. She's
like
got a
I
lot
like
of
the
promise.
Spanish girl we have because there was a boy who used to do videos. I don't know if you guys know this, but there was a boy that used to do videos for Hammer's Chat called Have It, and and he used to cover all the women's matches, West Ham women's matches, and there was this one Spanish girl who was like delectably, deliciously dope on the football pitch, man. I forget her name, but she was like either she was South American. Let me put it like that. And yeah, she was. I don't know her name though, but she was really really good, man. And Abbott used to go to the West Ham matches like at Rush Green when the women were playing. Always used to cover them. Always,
Oh,
always.
no.
Like
I know he was a glutton for punishment because at the end of the
what?
day, I have got fucking no interest in watching women's football. None. None.
Pachi, he
I'm
says it
not
how
going
it
to
is.
sit
Didn't
there for an
he? He
hour and
says
a
it how
half
it is.
and
Didn't
watch a
Oh
game.
man,
If the
you
highlights
don't
come
know.
up, I might watch a 4-minute highlight segment. But
He
that's the
ain't
thing.
even
I'm
got
just
stuck
being
into the
truthful.
red
I've got
wine yet, and
no
he's going
interest.
off, dog. Like
None. I don't care about women's football. Good luck to them. I hope it gets better. I hope you do well. I hope you earn a
good
living out
luck
of it.
to him.
That's it.
Good
But
luck
you
to
want me to watch it? No. Am I going to watch, pay money to go to the stadium and watch it? Not a fucking chance.
So what you're saying
I
then
remember there was this
that if
Pachi.
West Ham women got to the
Yo,
Give a
yo,
women's
fuck.
Champions League final
yo.
against someone like Barcelona or something, and it was at Germany,
Oh my
that
days.
stadium in Munich, you wouldn't
Yo.
go.
I would watch the 10-minute highlights. I will give you that. I would.
You
Just so you
are
can
such
see
a cock.
the hammerhead
All
stick.
right,
That's it. That's it.
all right. This is what I love about you,
I
Kieran.
He's
struggle
so
to
Definitely.
watch
good.
the under
He's so
23s.
fucking
It's hard to
class.
watch the under 23s for a full game. It really is. It's not really
Oh
crap.
my days. No, it's like 10 steps below the under 23s. I remember this one work I
But
worked
listen,
at.
guys, I'm actually going to log off because
No,
it's
hold on.
4:30 in the evening.
Before you log off, though, I remember this guy I used to work with. Yeah, he ran the company, and he know my passion about West Ham and about football and all that. And he's like, "Oh, I don't like watching like men's football. I like watching women's football." And I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Because all the men's football, like they go down like he didn't watch football. All he did was watch World Cup and like Europe, and like Europe Cup and that." But he's like, "I like watching women's football because they don't go down like pussies." And I was like, "Yeah, but basically you saying that to me, like you're watching pussies play. Like you like women's more than men's things. Like I hear honestly." Karen's so right. It's like it's a far stretch beneath the under 23s. Like it's slow on the eye. It might be good on the eye, like some of the girls that play it. A lot of them look like
Yeah,
lesbians, but the ones that aren't and look kind of tasty, like good to watch. But
they
I
can
hear
be
what
what they
Karen's
want
saying.
to be.
Go, what's
It's
that,
just
man?
whether you see it as an entertainment, and to me,
That's
it's a
it,
long
isn't it?
way from. But good luck
That's
to
it.
them. I want them to do well. I hope it keeps going forward for them. That's great, but it's not
Nah,
something
I
I
hear
really
that,
want to
dog.
watch. And that,
You
and
would
that
you
will
would
be
you
reflected in their
No.
attendances for games, won't it?
you wouldn't get out of
It-
bed for crackers to watch the women's like
no,
World Cup or
no.
like Euro. I get you. I get you,
That
dog. I
Euros
get
are on now. I've got it here in Australia. They're
you.
showing all
Yeah,
the games. Here. I've
yeah,
not
I know.
watched one.
I
Even
ain't
the
watched
9-minute
one either, dog.
highlights are hard to get through.
Yeah, I
So,
ain't watched one either, dog. Like, yo, I like even watching the preseason matches, Kieran and Budge. Even I hope you're okay. Flipping stop coughing.
I'm actually struggling. I need to go and get a drink. I'm going to have to log off, mate. I'm going to have to go.
But Budgie, don't you find it like, and we'll finish this after this. But
Yeah.
don't you find like the preseason matches? Like, I know it's West Ham. You get me? Hold on. What did Charlie say just there? I skipped over that. Um, I saw a stat a couple of years ago that Seoul said the average salary of a woman's like league player, whatever, was 27,000 compared to like what, like 100,000 when it comes to the man them
I
there.
think I think that's too much, Charlie. It's too much, mate.
You get what I'm saying?
Well, I think,
Big up, Rosie.
judging by that statement now, he says there needs to be way more investment in the game, including wage increases. I think he agrees with me.
Word up.
I think
Word up.
that it doesn't matter what age group, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter what sexuality the players are. If they're
Yeah.
representing our club, we've got to support them, surely.
Yeah, but
Surely.
I hear what Kieran's saying though. It needs to be exciting entertainment. Like if it's like watching
It might be a
commentary
bit
and
more
not
exciting with
watching
30,000
party.
people
You
instead
know
of
what I'm saying?
3,000.
Word up.
If
You know?
they're it's a business now, football, isn't it? And if
It is
nobody's
100%.
come through the gate, what?
Yeah, it is a business, but you know, it's down to people like you and me and everyone that watches these kinds of streams.
If
It's down to people like us to
100.
maintain the sport within it. Okay, we have to be a
27,000
part of the
per
business
yo.
in, you know, buying tickets, buying shirts, merchandise, etc.,
Oh shit.
etc. We're part of the business. We have to be, otherwise the
Yo,
club don't survive.
oh
But
Budgie,
yeah, it's down to us to maintain the level of sport
but
within
Budgie,
it.
watch this. 27, like Charlie just said, 27,000 per year, not per week.
Yeah,
There are men them
yeah,
getting 100,000 a week. The ladies are getting 27,000 per year, Peach. Not week,
yeah.
not per week. What does he say?
Of
That's
course,
less
it's
than
per
the
year.
average league two, like League Two for content. Like Joe, that's almost like what? That's like almost like conference league things, dog. Like
Do you
that's
know
mad.
what? That's kind of double what a unemployed
That's what I'm
single
saying.
father gets
100, 100.
on benefits. They get about a
Yeah,
grand a month,
yeah. That's like
which is
somebody
about
being on the
12
dole.
grand a
That's like
year.
somebody being on the dole, dog.
Yeah,
Real talk.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. 12
I
grand a
know.
year
I
for a
know you are,
single
man.
dad
Yeah,
on universal credit or whatever. I mean,
yeah.
and that, you know, that is
Yeah, I agree. Look,
No,
if
about
look,
double that. So,
budget, this is
not a
down to the
lot.
individual clubs. If they respect and want their women's team to do better, well, stop paying these fucking idiots in your first team, 150 grand a week.
word
Take a
up.
percentage off them and pay the
Yeah,
ladies to do it. You know,
yeah,
this
yeah.
like I say, it's not
Actually,
my
you
fault.
know
I don't want to
what?
go and watch it.
I
But give
hear
them a
that, dog.
decent
I
wage.
hear
If
that,
you
dog.
really want,
I hear
invest
that.
in it. If you really want it, invest in it.
Yeah,
That's down to the
yeah.
club itself.
You,
Because they
now,
can afford.
let's put that into a little bit more context then, Kieran.
Go on.
Right? That's about £430 a week before tax.
Yeah, not enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's enough
Mm-hmm.
to pursue a career in it, Budge.
That's
And
not enough for
if they are
anybody
making
to
more
live
money, it's
on
not enough. It's
at
not
the
No,
enough.
you're right.
current
You're
rate.
right. You're right. You're right.
So, you know, these girls, they ain't getting it easier, right? They probably don't have to pay for their accommodations and stuff if they're in, you know, club owned accommodations and stuff, you know. If they're travelling, they don't have to pay their own travel expenses. The club pay that, I would imagine.
You'd
I'm
think so.
assuming. I'm assuming. You know, especially if they're professional sports people, so
Yeah.
the club they represent have to provide the travel and
That's
stuff
down to
now, I
the
suppose.
individual club budget, isn't it? That's down to the club to have a budget for that women's team. What that budget is
100.
determined
Yeah.
by the board that's in place.
Mm,
They're only going to put so
yeah.
much towards. But when you see the ridiculous wages that you have in your own first team,
Yep.
there's no reason why, there could be a percentage of everyone's wage could be donated to that women's team.
100%.
I like that,
100%.
Kieran.
You
I
know what I
like
mean?
that. I
Yeah.
like that. Even
100%,
2%,
man.
yeah. Yeah, 2%. Yeah, that'd be a good number. Because, like,
Let's put it this
for
way.
every
If you've
100
got a
grand,
player on 100 grand, mate, if they donated 2% to the women's team, if they were that bothered, right, that's 2 grand. 2 grand. That's one player
2
for a
grand.
week. But now they're on a
Yeah,
decent wage. Now they're on
yeah.
now we've got 25 in the squad. we could make up that wage just from the players in the first team squad.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to have a cut-off point because certain players, like for example Ben Johnson, he's only on about 40 grand a week anyway.
Yeah, of course. But 2% of 30 grand a week is only what 600 quid.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's word.
I know it doesn't sound like a lot of money, right? But that fills your car up three or four times now.
Oh, big time. How you mean?
So, that's 600 quid. That'd fill my car up for the month.
If clubs were serious, when they sign a player, they'll say to them, right then, we're going to give you 130 grand a week, but we've got a levy here to keep the women's team going, which is 2% from your wage. Have you got a problem with that?
That's what I'm talking about, Doug.
Actually, do you know what? That actually probably would work. I mean, Charlie would be able to tell you better than I would, but I reckon that would probably help to fund the women's team immensely over the year.
Yep.
It would subsidise their wage that they're getting from the club.
Double their budget.
Yeah. There you go. Done. There you go.
Do you know what I mean?
This club can afford it.
Double their budget. And, I suppose, what you've also got to look at, though, they might only be on 430 or whatever it is quid a month. Or whatever it is a week.
A year.
A week.
Oh, no, sorry. Go on.
A week. They might only be on that, but also there is nothing stopping them from having personal sponsors, much like the guys.
They earn money elsewhere with that, mate.
So,
especially if
so their
really
money isn't just there. Yeah, of course. And, not only that, like all of the photo shoots that they do for the purposes of marketing and stuff like that, they get paid for that, so, and when they release a new kit, you'll always find, like a mixture of the men's and the women's team modelling it. So, it's, there's always obviously bonuses and stuff as well, but
many clubs rely on bums on seats.
But, in comparison, though, Kieran, if it's a professional game, there should be more equality. I'm not saying it should be equals because the women's game hasn't got to that level yet. But
there should be more investment.
There should be more investment in it, and that should be down to the clubs, and it should be down to, as you say, I reckon the guys that pull the shirt on a weekly basis should all help out, in one small way.
As well as this, you know what, like Charlie's saying there, he's been to a few and he's enjoyed them. That's what you need. What you need to do is encourage all the schools in that area to get them kids to these games now, right? When they're 7, 8, and 9. And by the time they're 18, they'll have a love for the game. They'll have a love for the women's game, and it will be supported better. Get them.
But it's also, it's little things as well, Kieran. I mean, that's quite a major undertaking for a lot of parents, and also for a lot of schools. It's quite a major undertaking. I mean, it's not impossible, and it's very easily doable. I agree, but it is quite a major undertaking. What with parental permissions, etc., 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 extra security because of the fact that they are kids, etc. But there's also other ways that people can help out as well. Like for example, say for argument's sake, I had a 10-year-old girl that wants a West Ham shirt. Instead of having Lanzini 10 on the back, why not have, whoever our number 10 is,
Maybe they do.
You know, female. Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
you know, I think a lot more people, if a lot more people did that, you know, rather than the small handful, and it is a small handful of people that follow the women's team. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, I'll be honest with you. 2 years ago, I wouldn't have considered putting, you know, my daughter or granddaughter or whatever into a West Ham shirt with one of the girls' team's name on the back. I
mm-hmm,
wouldn't have thought about it. It really wouldn't have crossed my mind.
mm-hmm.
Over recent couple of years, couple of seasons, seeing that, you know, the girls are picking up, they're achieving, they're being spoken in the same, you know, conversations as
I love
some
that
of the
though.
teams
That's
that have
dope.
been established for years.
Yeah, yeah,
You have to
yeah,
remember the women's team has only been a professional team, I
yeah.
think, for 4 years or less even.
Is that word?
I
That's
think
real. Yeah.
4 years is the maximum. And in our first season as a professional WSL or women's football team,
Yeah.
in our first season, they reached the final of the FA Cup.
And as Charlie said right here, the women's games is super affordable to watch live as well.
At least
Like it's the
alone.
cheapest ticket is like what, 30 quid. That's it. That's it. That's it. And I know Karen's like rambling on about like, you know, it's not the entertainment that we want, but it's still a football match. Like I agree with what he's saying, you know what I
No,
mean?
what?
But
No.
it's I agree with
Peach,
what you're
I'm
saying
saying to
though.
you, it's not something I want. It's just me.
No, but that's
No,
word. I
no,
love that. I
that's
love that.
fair
I
enough.
love
But
that.
you know,
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, like I said, you know, I mean, they probably get a crowd of about 3,000,
Yeah.
right?
Just
Um,
try and build that up. That's
yeah,
one of the
that it would be really nice to have that built up because
mm,
although it's you know, like, all right, okay, I've experienced the London Stadium on a mega on the semi-final first leg against Frankfurt,
Yeah.
and the London Stadium was absolutely heaving,
Rammed.
and
Yeah.
the crowd was going
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
balmy. The
Yeah.
songs were all in unison. You know, I mean, like when someone was singing Pablo Fornals, the whole bloody stand sung it, and it was just incredible,
I know,
right?
but Budgie, did you
But
just say?
hang on, let me make my
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Make my
No, go on,
point,
go on,
right?
go on. My bad. Go on,
When you
Munchie.
watch
Go
the
on.
women's game and you've got like 600, 700, 800 people,
Word.
West Ham fans, singing bubbles and go, you think to yourself, wouldn't that be nice if that was like 5, 6, 7,000
Word
instead of
up.
5, 6, 700? You know,
It's like
because
the
although they
fans.
do get the crowd of
Yeah.
like 3,000 or whatever, you know, you got to remember that's away fans as well, and not everybody wants to sing when
Word
there's
up.
not so many of you and stuff like that. But you know, if that was to build up a little bit, you know,
Yo,
so,
you're
you know,
looking at something.
double the attendance,
You're
you
looking
get
at
double the
something.
atmosphere.
Yo, but Budgie, did you just say? Did you just say bar me?
Follow me.
Yeah, you said like if the fans sang bar me or whatever. You said that.
No, if they sang like the Pablo Fornals or whatever,
Oh, cause
like
like you said bar me
if
though, and there's
one
only one bar. What a boy. What a boy.
yeah,
What a boy.
that was me. That was me at a woman's game.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Well said. Well
Oh, good.
said. I
Yeah, that
love
was
that.
only the reserves, wasn't it, with that crowd? Otherwise,
I
it would
love
have
it.
been
That
easy.
was him in a woman's game. Dog. I love it. Oh, but
Oh,
that's it. Yo,
Big
okay,
up
I'm
to him.
making a petition to allow female footballers to be paid more than 150,000 signatures. Parliament have to acknowledge it. All right, we'll see what goes on, dog. Lucas, hey, Pudgy, Lucas is in the building. Your boy, my boy, Pudgy's, Kieran's boy.
good
Hello, boy,
evening, sir.
Lance. Hope you're well. Yeah,
I hope
what a
you're well, and I
how,
hope
how
you're.
how much fun did you have when he was like when he was
Ah,
in
it
the
was great.
end?
It was brilliant. I mean,
in it.
you can imagine. I mean, how much fun would it be if you were over here, or how much fun would it be if Kieran
Kieran,
came over here? How much fun was it
honestly,
for me when Tisha Zenek come over and visit me?
oh, that must have been
You know,
brilliant.
it was great.
That must have been
And
brilliant.
I have to be fair. Um, I did I tell you I bumped into Toots at the last game at the Man
Yes,
City
yes.
game.
You took a picture. You took a picture and you
Yeah,
sent it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep, yep, yep.
Wow, I was, I mean, I was excited about seeing him as I was seeing, you know, Frankel and
Okay, Solomon.
Lucas and
Yep, yep.
Jonathan.
That was so
That was
dope though.
just, that was. It was just like I bumped into him outside Stratford Station. It was really weird, and I went,
What
"Toots."
the?
He went, "What?" I
Yeah,
said, "You don't remember me, really, do you?" He
yeah.
went, "No." I said, "I was
Oh,
drinking with you on the night that you got attacked." Blah blah blah. And then that was it. He
but that
kind of
looks.
walked to
It,
the
it,
pub with me, and we went
it,
into the Carpenters together.
was it the Carpenters where you with like Franco and Lucas and Becca and Tommy
Yeah.
Boy? Uh,
No, actually, no, that wasn't.
Supporters Club?
That was that was up in the Westfield Centre, I think.
Was it?
Uh,
All right,
I
that looks
think
so
so.
dope.
Yeah,
That looks so
that was
much
a good
fun.
bar, actually.
Was it?
And then yeah, it was all right. I mean, I can't remember what the situation was now, but they weren't going to let someone in. I think it was. I can't remember now. But they weren't going to let somebody in for some reason or another.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
then Frankel came down to the door and went, "Hang on a minute, mate. They're with us.
Lovely,
Can we have them in, please?"
lovely,
And
lovely,
yeah, we
lovely.
kind of we walked in
Because
together, and
all of you guys were there. It was like there was Lucas, there was you,
yeah,
there was Becca, there
yeah.
was
Well, they were
Tom.
expecting us. We kind of
Yeah,
contacted them after the game and said, "Look, where you at? We're coming to get you wet. You know what I mean? We're going to
yep,
come and like."
yep.
And that was it. We found out where they were. We walked there. I can't remember what the situation was now.
No, don't worry about it. The situation got sorted, so don't
Yeah,
even
it was a
worry about it.
minor situation.
Yeah,
I
don't
think it
worry
was
about
someone didn't have ID on them, and they
it. Yep,
insisted on everyone having ID.
yep,
And we basically said, look, there's like 7 people
yes.
with ID and one without.
What do you do
Excuse
there?
me.
Like, come on,
We're
man.
all gonna
What do you
vouch
do?
for him, and we'll
Yeah,
all abide by whatever conditions you put on by this person. Yeah, well, but it was kind of like unsaid but said, if you know what I
yeah.
mean.
I get you. I get you. I get
And that was it. I think we all just went up there and we just had a great night because Lucas had his friend with him on that day.
you. Okay,
Can't remember his name now.
okay.
So there was Lucas and his friend. There was Frankel. There was Tom. There was Becca.
Yep,
There was Happy Amaret. There was
yep,
myself. There was
yep.
Bose.
Becca,
And
like,
two or three
Charles.
other people with Bose
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
So
yeah,
there
yeah.
were Duke, yeah. So there were probably about 10, 12 of us that kind of knew who we all were, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
And there were probably about 10 or 12 of us in the group, and it was a really pleasant evening. And, it was so nice to sort of share
The moment.
the close of the day,
Yeah,
with,
yeah,
with people that were all like minded. We all had the same goal in our mind was to get as drunk as humanly possible and then
yep.
find our own way home.
Love it.
And that was it. That was basically the goal of that. And we did that. I think we did that. But
No,
it was
you did.
brilliant. We had a great night. In fact, it was a good weekend.
And you know
Really
what?
good
Like it
weekend.
was nice. It was nice. Like I wasn't expecting this. I didn't know about this, but like apparently like James Fever like picked up Lucas, like took him around the ends. Like I thought that was
Yeah,
brilliant. Like that was a nice gesture, man. Like honestly, that was a nice
It's good.
gesture by Fever, man. Honestly, and
Yeah.
apparently they had a blast,
Well,
and you had a blast with him, and he's looking to come back, like he's saying right here. He's just waiting for the Conference League schedule to surface, and I have my trip planned. Like, oh, he'll be back soon, soon.
Oh, that sounds
He
like
he,
a
he loved he
plan.
loved it. Like I've talked to him after it, and he loved it. He loved it, loved
Yeah,
it, loved it.
yeah,
How could you
yeah.
not? You're around family, man.
Well, yeah, that's it. And the thing is that although Lucas wasn't with us lot all the time,
Mm,
um, you know, he chose when to be and when not to be, kind of thing, as it were.
mm.
And it was kind of. I think it was more a case of I'm going to as many games as I can get in while I'm
That's
there,
it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
and
I
I
heard that.
want to get to see and meet as many people as I can,
Yeah.
whether
and
I've spoken to them or not.
he went up. He went up north to see the Leeds Massive, didn't he?
Didn't he
Yeah,
ever?
he did.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
did
yeah,
indeed. He did
yeah.
indeed.
He went. Yeah,
And most importantly, of course, he met me. So
yeah.
what can I
Done,
say?
done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kieran, when
No,
do you think when
But
do you think you're gonna be able to like go back home?
don't know. Don't know, mate.
Nah.
as soon as
Okay.
they stop looking for the money,
That's
Mm.
it, innit? That's it.
Yeah.
Homeboy's on the
I
run
just
like
don't.
I'm
fucking
still
Pablo
I'm
Escobar
still
guy.
plugging you up for that bloody great train robbery, brother.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I'm
That's
when
what
I
I'm
telling
was
you.
saying.
free.
That's
When
what
I
I'm
was free.
saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what
Right.
I'm saying.
Let's hope on
Hey,
Lucas's
listen,
next trip, we actually win a game. That's what we want from
you've heard,
Lucas to bring us
you've seen the
a good
movie
luck.
Boss Baby. It's a
Mm,
true story based on that man sitting there.
I don't, you know what? I
Boss
do
Baby,
not
right?
doubt
I'm
it.
telling
But we
you.
won't say nothing on these things, but I do not doubt it, my G. I do
But
not
listen,
doubt it.
it's nearly 4 a.m. for me. I've got 5 minutes
All
to
right,
Yeah,
4
I've got
now.
to.
I am
I've
Karen,
got
going
shit to do too.
to log
Karen, it
out.
was a pleasure. Budgie, it was a
Right.
pleasure
Love you
like
all, man.
always.
Love you all.
Let's hey
Thanks to everybody.
let's do this again. This have to be like a once in a week thing, straight up. Because I know y'all got the football on focus, football refocus, whatever. But
Well,
have
we
have
haven't actually
football with
done any
Peach,
of them
dog.
for a little
Have
while because
football with Peach for like brunch, lunch, and tea. Straight up, man. I'm just saying. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Big up
no,
yourself.